Chiller Theater used to be a horror movie presentation on weekends here in New York. I know that. I think they had it around the rest of the country, too. So they had a horror convention. A lot of different celebrities were there. I haven't heard all of these. I heard one or two, but they're kind of interesting. Richard and J.D. first get a hold of Billy West. For those of you who are fans of Billy who used to work on our show, Billy explains why he left the show, and he explains who he hates on the show. Billy, very, very candid in this.
So what happened with you and Howard? Why did you leave the show?
Because I asked for a raise, and nobody would return my calls.
Who did you ask?
Well, my solicitor was talking to the station, and they didn't want to know from it, so I just got up and left. You know, I'm not a victim. I'm 55 years old. I had to go make a fucking living.
Do you miss it?
I did my bit for radio, you know what I mean? There's so much to do in the world. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm too old anyway.
Do you listen to the show still?
I can't because I don't have a Sirius radio.
But after you left, did you not want to listen to the show after you left, or did you still listen?
I never listened to radio. I only listened to Air America. When I was in radio, I didn't listen to radio. I never heard any of the shows I was in. I just, I began to work like crazy, and I had no time.
Now, was there anybody at the Stern Show that you disliked?
No, I'm full of love. I'm too mellow now. I said that I said some stuff about everybody on the show, which I did love everybody, but I didn't love Ralph so much.
I think a lot of people agree with you.
Well, I said something on my little commentary, and I said, yeah, this will make it on. Fuck it, Will, And so that was the end of that.
So you and Ralph, what happened with you and Ralph that you didn't like him so much?
Well, there's stuff I never understood. He got really aggressive with me one day, and
No, I just want to make sure we're talking about Ralph Sorella, right?
Well, is there another one?
No. I don't know, Ralph Mouth, or... I want to make sure we're talking about the right Ralph.
Let me think. It was a million years ago, turned left, and he started some crap with me out of the blue one day. And, I had nothing to do with him. I didn't give a fuck what he did or what happened to him or anything. I was just minding my own business. And I had a hair transplant done. And I wore this Yankees baseball cap, and he comes galloping in out of fucking nowhere one day into Gary's office, grabs my head and starts squeezing it like that. And I got up and I was like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I'll knock you through that fucking wall. And he goes, yeah, you would too. You're a psycho. You're a fucking psycho. And I said, I was this close to punching him in the head with the business end of a fucking pen. Like that. And then he just galloped off. He said, well, your head shouldn't have been in the way. I never forgot that. I never had anybody do that to me in my life. Just come out of nowhere. I never understood it. I never will understand it, and I don't care to understand it.
So you would never talk to him to try, to have him apologize to you, or?
Why would I go out of my way to do that?
Well, there it is. It's a very telling story, isn't it?
There's a couple of obvious questions there, though. Obviously, did you know that he asked for a raise, Howard?
No, I didn't know he asked. What happened was he said he only worked for us. He really didn't work for us.
Right.
He worked for the radio station. He was part of the production team and
to do voices.
And Mel Karmazin had said to me, the way I found out about him, he says, listen to this tape of this guy, tell me what you think. I go, I think he's terrific. He does all these voices.
Right.
I said, if you're hiring him, I would love for him to appear on my show, too. Can you ask him if he would? So I guess part of his overall deal that he made with the station to do, he was supposed to do production. He did all commercials, and he'd do funny voices on the commercials. Right. So I would have him sit in. So he came to me, and he said, I'd like to be a permanent member of your show. I go, I'm thrilled. That sounds great. I'm all for it. I'm going to say something to Tom. He goes, well, I'm negotiating with him now. I said, okay. Tom said he was handling it. Next thing I knew, Billy left.
Billy was gone, yeah.
And I was like, well, what happened to Billy? Well, they couldn't come to a conclusion on a deal, and I went, oh, my God, Billy's so great. I mean, that's exactly how it went down.
Man, that's horrible.
And all I ever did say to the station was, I think Billy's a real talent. I think we should keep him in the company. Billy didn't want to do this commercial work anymore and the production work. He
sure.
he just wanted to be on our show. And I mean, who wouldn't want
Plus,
Billy?
he was becoming famous.
Who
I
wouldn't want Billy?
I remember listening to him and going, "My God, that guy's the funniest guy ever."
Yep. So that's how that went down. But I don't know. Somehow, like even in that explanation, it seemed like Billy was mad at me that I wouldn't pay him, and it's like I would have paid Billy. I mean,
there was definitely a passive aggressive tone to that.
Yeah, I know, but I feel bad because I love Billy, and I don't know. I always think Billy's angry with me somehow because he never comes on the show and like hangs out. And
No, he said he would come on anytime.
Oh, really?
He loves you
We've
guys.
asked him a
Yeah.
number of times, but he hasn't ever shown up.
Yeah,
because I love Billy.
Yeah, he loves everybody.
And I was sad when he left. I was like, oh, fuck, we lost this great
missed
guy.
Billy.
No,
Love Billy.
we interviewed him for a while. I mean, I just pulled the best part, but
No.
he had real nice things to say about everybody, and he's not bitter at all.
Oh, good,
Didn't
okay.
seem like. Was there anything that bothered you about, like, say, Gary?
No, I thought Gary was a sweet guy, and I also thought he was real smart and loyal. I always admired loyalty more than anything in this world.
What about Fred? Did Fred creep you out at all? Or?
No, I thought Fred was amazing. I really looked up to him and saw how he did things on the show, and we got along fine. Whenever we got together, like on a bus trip or whatever we went to do, I used to talk to him, and we talked about like old TV shows and stuff. And he's a musician, and he's a great musician, and I'm a musician, so we had a lot in common.
What about Jackie?
Jackie. I liked him very much. People just think he was like this baggy pants drunk with a seltzer bottle, with a beep nose and the big fucking shoes, drunk. But he was not just a compendium of every joke that ever existed. He like when you're with him personally, he says the funniest. I mean, he has the kind of brain Robin Williams wishes he had.
I don't know. I just feel so bad that
I liked him so much. I don't even mind admitting to you that when Jackie left, I remember discussing it with writers at the Norm Show that we all heard the rumor was he was going to take this job. Jackie,
Right.
we were like, my God, this is going to be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. Well, Billy,
Yeah, but he went out to the West Coast. We lost him.
that's it. That's how it worked. Let's see. Richard and JD interview Eric Roberts, the famous brother of Julia Roberts. I understand when you first approached him, he didn't know you were from our show, and he bawled you out.
Well, he went up to our cameraman, Adam, and said he was going to kick his motherfucking ass or something like that. He just jumped out of his chair and ran up to our camera.
He's nuts.
When he saw a camera, he got freaked out. But then he found out it was for you, and he loves you, so he was happy to be
here. He
interviewed
is,
then.
the very famous Eric Roberts.
So, Mr. Roberts, what are you up to today?
Signing autographs, saying hi to people I don't know. What are you doing, Dracula?
Interviewing you. What?
Why you out in the daytime, pal?
I'm indoors.
Ah, that helps, huh? Gotcha, okay.
What do you think of the whole...
Well, we have skylights, though.
I know, I'm sweating it. What do you think of the whole Imus situation?
I think it's unfortunate. I think I'm not an Imus fan. I'm a Howard fan, but I feel bad for him because he's always been paid to be outrageous, and he's being outrageous, and he had to say nappy-headed hose, and he's hung out to dry for it. I think it's an overreaction, but I also think it was uncool for anybody to say that. But he's known for that kind of stuff, so why come down on him so hard? I think that maybe Howard should help him because Howard's the only one who probably can, I think. But I feel bad for him. I don't know why, but I do. But also, that girls' basketball team did not deserve to be called nappy-headed hose, but that's another story.
Have you ever used the N-word?
Never. Except never.
Do you shave your private parts?
Only when my baby asked me to, and she says, "Eric, let's have a little bald action." I say, "Okay, let's do it."
Did you vote for Sanjaya?
Of course, I voted for Sanjaya. I'm a Howard Stern fan.
You do whatever Howard says?
Pretty much. About half-assed, yeah.
Do you mind if we ask about your sister?
Whatever you want to ask.
Are you guys friendly now?
Well, here's the problem. She asked me, "What do you think of my husband?" I said, "You don't want to know." She says, "Oh, no, tell me. I said, "Okay. He's married to a woman. They're making a baby." Then the movie star makes eyes at him, and he divorces his wife, and he goes after the movie star. I don't think much of him. Get out of my house and never come back. That didn't really happen, though.
Are you circumcised?
Indeed.
Are you as sexually active now as you've ever been?
Ask me again, because I was sweating. I'm trying to wipe it off.
Are you as sexually active now as you've ever been?
Now I'm more, because I got a wife who's just hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter.
Who's the biggest a-hole in Hollywood?
That's a hard question. There's a lot of room for that. I don't think I'm the one to pass that on, though. Next question.
How heavy is the fattest chick you ever banged?
$165 back in 1983.
That's not too bad. Was she short or tall?
She was as big as I was, with a breast the size of a 5-pound coffee cans.
Do you listen to Howard on Sirius Satellite Radio?
Every single day that I'm in my car, because I have Sirius in my car, but I'm only in my car about 3 days a week, though, when he's on. I mean he's on all day, but with the fresh shows, you know. Yeah.
Who's your favorite porno star?
Oh, it's that girl who got all the pornos back, who was a minor. What's her name? Tracy Lords. Tracy Lords was it for me. Is it for me?
Even when she was...
In fact, she's a friend of my wife's, too. What?
Even when she was underage?
I don't go for underage, but she was talented. She was talented.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're good. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. It was great talking to you.
Robin, I miss you. I love you. I think about you. I fantasize about you. And I can't wait to see you.
What would you do to Robin's titties?
To her what?
Her titties.
That is so adolescent of you to call breast titties. Robin, I'd never do that to you.
What would you do to her breasts?
Make them happy. Make them stand up and applaud.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
Salute, Howard.
I was quite shocked with Eric's story about what he said to Julia Roberts.
But he said it didn't happen.
It sounds like it did.
I think
it's hard to tell. I don't know.
He said it never happened. I don't think Julia talks to him, so I don't think it actually
Well,
did.
obviously he doesn't think much of her husband.
Right.
Based on what he's read.
Right, exactly. I mean, you get at least that out of it,
Yes.
right?
But let me ask you this. If Julia was talking to him, do you think he'd tell her that?
I don't know. Maybe. He's a pretty outspoken guy.
He is. I just wonder. Maybe you try to keep the peace. You know, he doesn't have to live with the guy.
There was a guy, 3 movies in his young career. He was like a young De Niro. You had The Pope of Greenwich Village,
That Train.
Runaway Train,
Yeah.
and Star 80. People thought he was like the
Yeah.
next fucking thing.
Richard and J.D., I'm going to skip Mason Reese.
Well, he's on Heroes now. He's making a comeback.
Oh,
Eric
is he
Roberts.
really?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor. Richard and J.D. interview a convention goer.
This guy's pretty funny.
What's up? It's JD. We are here with a fan at the Chiller Theater Convention. What's your name?
Stuart.
Stuart. And what exactly did you come to see in specifics?
Well, let's see. I came here for the experience, the convention experience. And I also came here to see some of the celebrities, like specifically Robert Beltran, Billy West, and Wally Wingert.
Yeah. And how many of these conventions have you been to before?
Oh, I've pretty much lost count.
How old are you?
40. I'll be 45 in October.
And when was the last time you got laid?
Ha ha ha.
Have you ever met a girl at one of these conventions or anything?
As I said, I mainly go for the experience and interaction with the celebrities.
Richard, do you have anything to ask him?
Hopefully it's something intelligent. I have my doubts.
You have gout?
No, I said I'm starting to have my doubts that what I'm going to be asked is intelligent.
What's your favorite TV show?
Oh, Oh, that depends. Well, that varies. Like, for instance, when it comes to comedies, it has to be The Simpsons.
What about sci-fi?
Science fiction, the stuff that's currently on the air, it would have to be the Stargate franchise.
How often do you masturbate?
Well, I thought you were going to be asking intelligent questions, but I was mistaken.
Do you live with your mom?
Well, that doesn't really have much bearing on the convention scene, does it?
When did you lose your virginity?
Well, let's just say if you lose something, you can always find it in the last place you look.
Do you shave your private parts?
As I said, well, it looks like we're really getting a load of intelligent questions today.
All right.
How big of a
How
nerd?
do you split the atom?
Well, JD excited to meet someone on his level.
I was on his level. How big of a nerd do you have to be goofed on by JD for being a nerd?
Well, that guy, I'll tell you what, that guy might not be a nerd. He didn't take your shit.
Well, plus we were in costumes. I was a vampire and JD was a muscle man.
Oh, really?
So we looked pretty dorky, yeah.
Here's Richard and JD interviewing. Now, I'm spacing out on this guy.
Who?
From Star Trek. Robert Beltran?
He was Chakotay.
Chakotay, come here.
Voyager,
him.
Commander, yeah.
I know who you mean. Like the good-looking guy.
Yeah, he was, with 7 of 9 toward the end.
And he had that Indian thing painted on his face.
He's also one of the better Mets right now.
Not the same Beltran.
So I'm here with Robert Beltran from Star Trek Voyager. How you doing, sir?
Great. I'm doing great.
So what are you doing here?
Hell if I know. I lost consciousness a couple hours ago. I'm on autopilot.
So were you a big Star Trek fan? Or?
No, I absolutely hated it. Seriously, I never liked it. And I still don't.
Do you shave your private parts?
Why must you ask that?
Do you like a girl to shave her private parts?
Let's just say I like girls shaved and unshaved, okay? Doesn't matter.
Have you ever had a gay experience?
I think you guys need to get laid. I really do. I haven't had these questions since I was in junior high school.
I'm just curious. Oh yeah, the people that come here, do you kind of laugh at them or?
No, I don't laugh at them. What's to laugh at?
Well, look at us.
I mean, I'm taking you seriously, so why laugh at them?
I got one. Have you ever gotten laid at one of these conventions?
Man, why don't we go to the next question?
Are you circumcised?
Man. You know what? I really am offended by these kind of questions. I mean, not really offended, but I just don't want to answer them because they're ridiculous.
I'm circumcised, by the way.
Good for you.
Wow, that was a good interview.
That was the funniest interview ever.
Refresh my memory on this one. Who is Sybil Danning?
She was in Conan, one of the Conan movies, yeah.
I think, the second one, I think.
Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah, she was blonde, big boobs. She was hot back in the day, and me and JD were both like smitten with her back in the day.
Is she hot now?
You know what? For an older lady, she looked okay, but
JD's giving the nod no. What's
okay? I mean, yeah, she looks old in the face.
She's not JD's
she still had her boobs out. So.
Wait, I couldn't hear what you said. What?
She looked old in the face, but her boobs were still out, so they looked all right, from what I could tell.
You wouldn't do her, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I don't know.
He would do her boobs.
Her boobs were still out?
Yeah, she had like cleavage going on.
I don't know who she is, but here's Sybil Danning.
I must confess, I've been a big fan of yours for a while now. You sort of got me through a few lonely nights back in my teenage years with the Howling 2. And I was, and actually, you still look magnificent. Everything seems to be, looking great. And I was wondering if you get, a lot of that, people coming up to you telling you how much they got pleasure from seeing you in Howling 2.
Oh, yeah. And in particular, they remind me of that scene, and they keep asking me if I have that rip-away dress. And actually, I do have it. I have all my costumes from The Howling 2, including the great leather outfit that Peter Mitchell did. Peter Mitchell did also all those great costumes. Remember the Mad Max movies?
Yes.
He's an Aussie from down under, and he did those great costumes. But he also did that great one that's in the suede that I ripped away when I became the werewolf, and that's what everybody remembers, of course.
Now, do you get like a little creeped out when guys just come up and tell you they pleasured themselves to you in that movie? Or any movie whatsoever?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I did a movie called Bluebeard where I played a prostitute, and I have some guys coming up to me and said, I loved you in Bluebeard, and I said, you must have been in diapers when you saw that, because that was some time ago. So I have young and I have older fans, and I'm happy. I mean, what woman is not happy that she makes a man happy?
Now, do you have guys like offering you to possibly spend a night with you?
No, actually, I must say my fans are very discreet, and I think probably the ones that would like to ask me that are so nervous and so shy that they just shake, and I can imagine what they'd like to say, but they don't say it. No, my fans are really very, very, very polite, I must say. They are.
I guess you wouldn't take them up on that offer, would you?
I'm not Superwoman, and I could not. You have to be fair with everyone, you have to be kind to everybody, or you have to turn down everybody. But no, my fans are really great.
Do you find me attractive at all?
Yeah, I think you're very attractive. He's cute too.
Thank you.
I mean, every guy's got something cute and attractive. Absolutely.
I have to say, I had a Starlog magazine with you in it when I was a young boy, and you had a very revealing that showed much of your chest, and that was my favorite magazine from age 10 till about 15.
Okay. Do you know what movie that was from?
From V.
Oh, from V.
The TV show.
Oh, well, I had that. That was like that striped bathing suit that I had on. That was a huge promotion we did for NBC. Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah, that was quite revealing.
Does penis size matter to you when you're with a guy?
Oh, that question came from you, okay? I don't want to answer that, okay? No. I don't want to get that personal here.
Have you ever used the N-word?
No.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern?
I do like Howard, and I think, again, freedom of speech. He should say whatever he wants to say, and everyone in America should be able to voice their opinion. Otherwise, we might as well go to the Middle East.
Do you have any special messages for Howard?
Keep up the good work, Howard. You're very successful, so obviously you're doing the right thing.
Thank you, Sybil. Thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you, too.
Thank you.
Wow.
What was that? She didn't want to. What was the
Penis
question?
size.
Penis size. Okay.
We basically just told her that we whacked off to her and asked her about penis size.
Oh, Zachary. Now, probably 3 people know who Zachary
You
is.
loved Zachary.
I love Zachary, too.
You know Zachary?
Yeah.
But you were in Kansas.
No, he used to do intros for horror movies on videotapes.
Oh.
And I used to rent videotapes, and he'd be on them.
Zachary's this cat who was a disc jockey. Then he got this really cool show on TV when I was a kid. He used to introduce the horror movies. I think it was called Chiller Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zachary was also a rock and roll DJ at WPLJ in New York. And he talked like this. But his TV show was funny. He used to keep his grandmother in a crib. And he'd come on, between the movie breaks, like in the commercials. And he'd go, oh, Grandma, are you all right? Oh, she's biting my leg. I mean, I don't know. He was just weird, He was in full Dracula makeup.
He was like the first person to be one of those horror-type hosts, right?
Yeah, he was way cool.
Did he have, like, the bad makeup because he did it himself?
He looks like he died. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
I just looked him up online to see what his age is, because he's got to be an old guy, and he sounds great in this interview. He's going to be 89 this September.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a rock jock. He'd be like, hey, this is Zachary, WPLJ. We're going to play a little Boston for you. Like that. It was just weird.
I remember about 10 years ago, you did it like an hour imitating Zachary one morning, and I was like, that's the coolest thing ever, because it was just so funny, and not too many people know of Zachary. All right, this is Richard, and we're here with the legendary Zachary.
Yes, that's true. Yes. I feel very legendary, even when I wake up in the morning. How you been?
I'm good. How are you today?
Well, I'm a little weary today, but it's been great fun. Lots of people stopping by,
What are you doing here today?
Well, I'm just give a semi-talk in the other room there, and all these folks are all people who have watched the show back in the old days. This is celebrating it's a 50th birthday for Shock Theater.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, all the black and white films from the 30s, Dracula, Frankenstein, all that. And the Wolfman, don't forget the Wolfman.
Now, you did a lot of work in radio also. You've worked with Howard Stern.
Yes, and The Mummy, that's another film. And Howard Stern. Yes, old Howard. Where is he? How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's on Sirius Satellite Radio now. Would you like to say something to him?
Yes. Howard, how have you been? It's been a long while. I used to sit in his chair. He was on at KTU, right? And I think on Saturdays he was not there, and I was allowed to sit in his chair. I caught some kind of a rash, and it's still with me. The doctor can't tell me what it is. At any rate, he was very kind. And what's her name, lady in the booth?
Robin.
Robin was not there either. Her little booth was empty. But I had a lot of fun, and he's a great guy. He, one time I can recall, and he will confirm this, when I was on WNEW-FM in the early days of FM radio, it was a free-form station in New York City, and I was on late at night, and I used to get phone calls from people on college radio stations, and he was one of them.
That's so not true.
He said that you called and asked him how to get on college radio.
Never.
How to get on radio.
Not true.
Now he's responsible for your career?
I wonder if he's just senile, or he's just like kind of maybe he just kind of is.
He's making this up.
I'm thinking of Howard K. Stern.
Yeah. Zach, how do I get on radio?
Zach.
I said, well,
Yeah, and everyone took my calls. Hey, Zach.
Hello, Howard. I didn't know you'd be calling.
I would have dropped dead to talk to Zachary. I was thinking he was like my hero.
He might be making a joke too. I don't know.
see.
But I thought maybe it was true.
No, not true.
He says, Zach, how do I get on radio? I said, well, I got to think quick. And I said, is there a radio station to college? Oh, yeah, he says. Oh, right away. That's a good excuse for me. I said, oh, well, get a lot of practice. And then when you get out, go to some small station and then tell them your experience and all that and see if you can get a job. And he says, that's what I did. And here I am. And now he's bigger than everybody, on the satellite.
And you had a big part in that.
Well. And when I'd meet him in the hallway during the weeks, whenever I was in the station there, I forget where that station was. It doesn't matter.
Was it WNBC?
No, it was at WKTU, and doesn't matter. Anyway, coming down the hall, we'd meet each other. He'd get down on his hands and knees and salam to me. My master.
What station is he? We never worked together.
We worked at K-Rock together, Howard.
He was at K-Rock?
Yes, he was.
He said he sat in your chair on Saturdays.
Oh, he worked on the weekend. No wonder I never saw him.
He was around a couple of times. We would run.
Yeah, no, I would see him once in a while, but I didn't realize he worked there.
I don't remember that at all.
John Zachary, WPLJ, here with Leonard Skinner. No, Zach. Oh, Zach here.
He could have been like Alan Freed at that age, because 50 years ago he was in his late 30s, and that was the beginning of rock and roll.
He was way too old to be doing it. I mean, he was just like an older guy. He even sounded weird on PLJ. He'd be like, "Oh, Zach, huh?" Meanwhile, he sounded old.
Yeah, you expect him to introduce Glenn Miller Orchestra or something, not Boston.
Well, you say hello to Howard, will you?
I will. Do you got a message you'd like to give to Howard and all his gang?
Yes. Behave yourself, Howard.
You want to say goodbye from Zachary?
Bye-bye, my boy, whatever you are.
Great, thank you very much.
Man.
Thank you, Zachary.
Did you see that laugh? After his grandmother would like eat like human flesh, and he'd Grandma, you go eat that leg, and I'll be right back. Oh, John Zachary here. Oh, He was real creepy.
He was in like a dungeon or something, right?
Yeah, remember that hand that would come out of the ground with 6 fingers on it?
Yeah.
It's really free. I'd count the fingers each time, make sure it was still the same thing. What's this? Richard and JD interviewed David Arquette. Well, we just heard from him.
Yeah, that was. He just walks off. Basically.
That last one that's there, they get a hold of a fan, and it's just Richard tormenting one of those fans for 3 minutes.
Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? How's it going, guys?
I have earplugs on, so what?
Oh, I said, how's it going? I'm here at the Chiller Theater.
What? Say the first thing. I'm sorry.
How's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
I'm not here. I'm not here.
What is it again?
I said, how's it going? I'm here for the Chiller Theater convention.
No, the first thing.
I said, how's it going? How's it going, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. I said, how's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Is your mic on? Check. Is this on?
Oh, that's why. Now it's on. I'm sorry.
How's it going?
Are you sure this is on? I couldn't hear that.
How's it going? I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo.
How's it doing it live?
Yeah, that's
usually
great.
on the phone.
It's fun. It's hard not to laugh.
Yeah, it's that Gilbert thing that he did to that guy, but it's live. That's great.
What does this guy look like?
He looked like a convention goer, like kind of a little
Are
overweight.
there any girls there that go for these things?
There's about 2 hot chicks out of like 5,000 people.
Yeah. There must be some hot chicks who sign autographs and stuff.
There was a couple. There was a couple from that Grindhouse movie that were pretty hot. I got the last part, the Chiller Theater, but what was the first?
I said, how's it going today? How's it going? Can you hear it?
Did you hear it, JD?
I'm not hearing shit, bro.
You can't hear anything.
What?
You can't hear anything? I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. You guys having a good time today? You can't hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
There's something fucked up with all this shit, man.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Here, speaking of this.
Hello? Can you hear me?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Not hearing?
I don't know what's going on. Try this one again.
Hello? I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. You can't hear me? What's wrong with it? It's fucked up? What's wrong with it? It's not working? Your mic must be fucked up or something, huh? It's not working right.
I'm sorry.
You can't hear me? Oh my God. Yeah, I come every twice a year for the show. It's a great show.
Hold on. Maybe I can read you. What are you... What?
Do you know sign language?
No.
No, hold on. Just say the first part again.
It says, how's it going today? I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. Wait.
I'm trying to read your lips.
Read my lips. You need to read my lips.
But I can't understand.
Speak like real slow.
So, how's it going today? I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model.
See, I heard today. What was before that?
It says, how's it going, guys? I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo.
Model. I heard model. Hold on.
How long does this go on?
Not too much longer. And then we just...
What?
Then we get him with something a little different at the end, too. Try again.
I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo.
in New Jersey. It's the Summer Extravaganza, the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? For the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. Hello, I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo.
Isaac.
Can you hear me?
It was working earlier. What is going on with this?
Check. Sibilance. It's better. I think it's better. Try it.
I think it's because we're in the building. Like the signal, back in the back, we got a good signal. This is wireless. So there's no signal inside this building.
Hello, I'm here for the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo, the Summer Extravaganza. Still not hearing me? Still not?
I'm trying. I can hear, but I have like the in-ears that are down inside my ear that are wireless, and also all I can hear is what's coming into this.
I'm just getting crowd noise in mine.
So, how you guys doing today? Did you get a lot of autographs? I spent like about $1,000 today. I got in here yesterday night on Friday to meet all the people from Grindhouse. That was a great movie. Did you guys get to see it yet? Did you guys get to see Grindhouse? It's a great movie. I took my mom to see it on Easter. I saw it like 3 times already. It's a real good show. So, they got all the cast and crew.
I'm not getting any of this. I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Ask it again. What?
I spent about $1,000 today on autographs. I got all the people from Grindhouse, the big movie.
Did you ask me? You asked me a question though.
Oh, I said, how's it going tonight?
Did you say Monster House?
No, I never saw that movie. I never saw Monster House. Did you?
No, but you asked me something.
Oh, I said, did you get a lot of autographs today? I asked you if you got a lot of autographs today. At the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. Hello, you can't hear it? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now?
All right, I'm sorry. But did you have a good time?
Oh, it was a great time. I'm coming back for the party tonight. So there's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of drinking, a lot of wild women. Good time.
You come here to pick up women? I heard that.
I take a lot of pictures and stuff. I'm a picture nut. I'm always taking pictures of people.
Cool.
It's my hobby. I'm on collecting autographs and autograph photos and stuff like that. A lot of movies, DVDs and stuff. That's my hobby.
Cool. Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Hope you have a great time here today.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
I gotta say thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hope you have a great time today.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good time tonight.
Okay, thank you. I see ya. Have a great time at the Chiller Theater Show. Have a great time at the Chiller Theater Show. I said have a great time at the Chiller Theater Show.
China.
Have a great time at the Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo. The Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo.
I got Expo.
Expo? The Chiller Theater Toy Model and Film Expo.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you too.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome shirt too.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't touch me.
Thank you. Keep filming. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
That guy really wanted to be on the radio, didn't he?
He just stood there all day, it seems.
Do you have a picture of him?
We have video.
I gotta see what he looks like.
That's way cut down too. We did that for a long time.
Oh, no.
It's odd that there's no hot chicks. You wouldn't see like Kim Kardashian walking around.
All right, thanks, guys.
All
It's
right, thank
JD
you.
and Richard over at the Chiller Theater
Expo.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, there was a lot of Ronnie. First, Ronnie, it turns out, knows that Taylor Swift's fans are called Swifties. We don't know how he knows that. Then Captain Jenks called in and talked about the prank call he made involving Ronnie. And finally, Ronnie told us that he went to see the play Cinderella. Yes, a 60-plus-year-old man went to see the play Cinderella. Here's how it all went.
Another argument that we had, sort of, I wouldn't say argument, but discussion we had before the show, and Howard picked up on it during the show, was about Taylor Swift singing along to all the acts. You know, some people felt that she was doing it for camera time. I'd asked JD, but he can't come down here right now.
How come? What's he doing?
He's in a meeting, but he does feel that way.
I'm with
as
JD.
do you. And I and Steve both feel that she's a young girl who just likes music.
I think that when you go to an event like that, where you're really the focus of attention, she's not just anybody going.
Agreed.
She's the focus of attention. Yes, you should go and have a good time, and there's a party that says, hey, I'm going to go do what I want and be who I am. But there's another party that knows that every little thing you do, the camera's picking up on. So I think that her singing every song is a move. It's a move to get on camera.
I disagrray. I think she's just singing along, and she's enjoying the music and being a 23-year-old girl.
Can we tell the audience that you, off the air, refer to her as Tay-Tay?
On the air, I've said Tay-Tay many times.
So you're in a whole other league.
Look, just because I've seen her in concert 5 times.
Have you seen her 5 times?
5 times. You know I'm going again, right?
Are you?
End of March.
What city this time?
It's local. Going to Newark.
John's like he's like the Grateful Dead. He's like a deadhead for Taylor Swift. What do they call them?
What?
Taylorheads? Do they have names? Taylorhead road groupies?
Swifties. How do you know that? How do you know that, Ronnie?
Don't worry about it.
No, how do you know that?
I'm smart.
No, how do you know?
I'm a goddamn genius.
How do you know a Taylor Swift groupie? I have 2 teenage daughters. What's your reason?
Yeah, I have a teenage girlfriend.
Is that why you know? Is Stephanie a big Tay-Tay fan?
She likes her.
Do you like her?
Not particularly.
No, not for you?
No.
Not your speed?
She is cute. I got to say, she's a cute kid.
Yeah, she's, well, whatever.
She's very all-American looking.
Yeah. And I don't think her music's bad. Some of it, not all of it. Steve Brandano agrees. I see him shaking.
I think it's funny because you don't think her music is bad. I'll give you 10 other artists that like dance around her genre that you would probably hate.
That's true. I like her older stuff, like Tim McGraw. But anyway, let's get Ronnie. I'm glad.
I like her Greetings from Raspberry Park album.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, are you really?
Yes, I am. Because before getting into David Spade, I did want to ask you about that prank call that Jenks did because apparently you weren't a big fan of it.
Not that it wasn't a big. I mean, he got upset because I didn't knock him on the news. I just said I was, I'm friends with a lot of cops, and it was a whole cop thing, and cops were getting shot and killed that day, even. So
was it not fun and not funny?
It was his stuff is funny, but you know what? He got all bent. He started knocking me on Twitter because I said, because I did the news story with Lieberman saying, that I wasn't too thrilled about it, but, I didn't say I hated it.
Do you think Jenks did the wrong thing by doing it?
He never does the wrong thing because he's always doing those phone calls. So,
He's done a couple of calls I think he wish he could take back.
Are you pissed at him?
No, not at all, but he's pissed at me.
Jenks, are you pissed at Ronnie?
Jenks, you there, buddy?
I'm not pissed at Ronnie. I was just bummed out that because I thought he would think it was cool. When I did the prank call, there was no reports of anybody being shot or injured. I did it before any of that stuff went down, and
but I didn't hear it till that night after this all went down and the cop was shot and then he died. He had already died.
And Jenks, in all fairness, nobody had been shot or killed that day. He'd already killed 4 people.
But the thing is I don't do this to make fun of a tragedy or to make fun of people being shot or injured. I do it to show that these people on the news, after 25 years, they still can't stop it. They still don't check their sources. And, you know, I mean, I let it out that it was a prank call early on. I didn't keep everybody on about it. And I kind of figured, Ronnie, it would be good for the block party. And you know, I just could imagine all the phone calls that you must have fielded within the first 10 minutes after me doing that call.
I agree with Jenks, by the way. I know he does these during some pretty weird tragedies, but to me, it's always a mad rush to be the first to get the scoop, and it almost seems like these news organizations care so little about what's going on and care more about getting the person on. And I agree, most of the time, 99% of the time, it's not a bad thing. You know, there's like one or two that he probably shouldn't have done.
Well, Jenks proved that, I thought, with this call. Jenks, she would have talked to you all day.
What's that?
She would have talked to you all day, it sounded like.
Yeah, but I kind of got nervous because, again, I was thinking, well, you know, if there are people, if you would have watched it that day, you heard that the reporters and everything, they were getting in the police's way from doing their jobs. So, I mean, you know, me doing a prank call to that show was probably just, you know, I think, you know, was just comical. It was just to show that these people were so willing to put anybody on the air without checking any sources that you know, I mean, I could at least get through and do it. I just didn't want to string anybody along.
You know where I thought Jenks used to shine for me? Jenks, what is the Philadelphia version of, I guess up here, it's called the DOT. What is like the Department of Traffic, like the roadworks people? What are they called?
Right. It's called PennDOT.
PennDOT. Every single snowstorm, he would call as the head of PennDOT and always get on it. I would think, how do these people not know who that is and what his number is? And he would they go, now from PennDOT, we have this guy. They put him on.
Jenks, you're a master of your craft.
But Ronnie, you're not mad at me.
No,
right?
I never said I was pissed. I just said, you know, if you listen to Lieberman's story, I never said I was pissed.
You weren't pleased, though. But I just wanted to make sure you didn't have a problem with me because I'd be bummed out. I was bummed out that you didn't like it.
It's not that I didn't like it. I'm saying it's not that I didn't like it. It was just, I don't know. At the time, it just hit me the wrong way. I don't know.
All right. Thanks, Jenks. We're all good. What did you do for Valentine's Day? What did I hear you saying?
Hey, listen, you're going to Taylor Swift. I went to see Cinderella.
I'm going with my daughters. What did you do for Valentine's Day?
I went to see Cinderella on Broadway.
My God.
How was it?
Why?
Because that's what Stephanie wanted to do for Valentine's Day. She's into Cinderella, I guess. I don't know.
She thinks you're her prince.
Yeah, I am. I am a prince. I got we sat third row, you know. I was a prince.
Someday her prince will come.
Yeah.
How was
exactly,
it?
After I'm gone.
What'd you think of the show?
It wasn't that terrible. I didn't fall asleep, so it wasn't that bad. Actually, they added a little humor into it.
How so?
And they made little jokes here, here and there.
I got to ask you a question.
Good.
I'm not being facetious about this at all or anything. Were there mostly kids at the show?
No, absolutely not, dude. It was all adults.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
And it's not even open yet. It's in preview, and it was sold. It's been sold out for date. You know,
really? Who's in it? Anybody big? Any big names in it?
Not that I know. Not even in my day.
No Angela Lansbury?
No, there was somebody. I forget who it was. I recognized one name.
Did they cast well? Was Cinderella?
Yeah, she was hot. Yeah, she was definitely hot.
Did she look good when she was working the house or when she became,
Oh, when she became Cinderella, she was in this hot gown. I'll tell you what, though, the live effects that they had on this show are amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, like, the dresses... They like changed right in front of your eyes, and you didn't even know they changed.
Like Kelly Clarkson's dress at the Grammys.
Yeah, exactly.
They just spun around and bang. They were
exactly. It was crazy, and I'm sitting like 3 rows back, and I'm trying to figure this out.
You think it'll make it on Broadway?
It's opening March 3rd.
I understand. Do you think it'll stand the test of time?
I think so because a lot of kids. They're going to take a lot of kids to see it probably.
But you said it was adults.
It was adults. There was there were some kids there, but I'm telling you, it was mainly adults.
Cinderella.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I'm sure Stephanie must have been thrilled. Though.
Oh, please. Unreal.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about Mark Cuban and him entertaining Shark Tank pitches from the staff. So Richie Wilson came in with his winning pitch, but Tim Sabean came in with his losing pitch, and Scott DePace came in to explain why he didn't pitch at all. Lots of fun, as always, on the wrap-up show. Mark Cuban also came by And he was a great guest. He was all fired up, a lot of energy, had a lot of fun things to say. And then he had to sit through those pitches of Tim and Richie Wilson. I want to talk to Tim about his failed pitch. I want to talk to Richie Wilson about his successful pitch. I think everyone was surprised that Shittens ended up going over well with Mr. Cuban. Yeah, I think Tim was bummed out. I know he believes in his idea. He was excited about it. I wanted to pitch his other idea, which is a leash for a television remote. I'm sorry to give that away, Tim, but you're
talking about the thing like whenever you go to the shittiest hotel in the world and they have the leash on the remote control.
Gary,
like
don't let him know that. But his app to find clean places to go to the bathroom, I know it exists, but apparently Tim's is a little bit different. But we really didn't get to learn the details because Mark Cuban shot him down pretty quickly.
He went, eh.
Yeah.
Do you think that in Tim's pitch it was necessary to tell Mark Cuban, a guy you're A, trying to get money out of, and B, a complete stranger? He could have just said, hey, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom. He didn't have to tell him that he shit all over the wall.
That's what makes Tim, Gary. He didn't have to tell him, but he wanted to, add some color to the story and get him interested, and I understand that.
Tim came to me afterwards. He's like, this app is going to kill. He's got it under control.
Yeah, get Tim down here. I want to talk to him about this app. Did you know he put $8,000 into the app already?
He told me 4, but it's going to take another 4 to get it to where he needs it to be.
Oh, okay.
So I
figured it was the other way. He said 8, which means he's probably put like 16 into it.
No, but the thing that I didn't know how to say this to Tim because even before he went in, I was getting texts like crazy or IMs like crazy that there's like 50 apps that already do this. But Tim was saying that they're not interactive, but I haven't seen them. I would think they would be.
Yeah.
In other words, if you're going to go look for a bathroom, it would seem like you just Instagram a picture of a clean bathroom.
Richie Wilson, though, has put $8,000 less into his idea, and he got the endorsement from Mark Cuban. And I saw out in the hall, you guys were buddying up. Is this gonna happen?
I put 8 minutes into this. That's all it was.
Yeah,
quick little idea, and he liked it. He was really cool about it in the hallway.
I love the idea, by the way. As a frequent user of Man Groomer or whatever you call it, it's a great idea.
Were you surprised that he went for it like that?
No, because everybody I spoke to said it's a good idea. Like I haven't heard anybody, no pun intended, take a shit on it.
So what are you going to do?
I'm trying to reach out to companies now about having it manufactured. I'm looking for, and if a company's interested, get in touch with me. And Rachel's at home right now. She's looking up manufacturing companies.
Here's your problem, though. What about all the other people out there listening who are doing the same thing?
I totally know that, but listen, it's out there. I mean, I knew that going into this, that I'm putting it out there.
Did Richie copyright it in any way by doing it on the show? Can he take this tape and document this date as...
Yeah, I mean, it serves as some type of copyright, but if I'm the manufacturer, I thought of that 2 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And we've been working on it ever since.
But you have to have proof of that, though.
But that was exciting. I mean, look, he took you at first it was kind of goofy, but then a couple minutes in, he was taking you very seriously.
For the simple fact, he didn't tell me to get out like he told Tim.
Yeah.
And he said that, and when he said there is something there, like I almost skipped a beat, man. I was like, there's a billionaire businessman liked an idea that I pitched him, and Ronnie told me he was laughing about it and loving it all the way down the elevator. He was cracking up.
Even if you don't get a dime, at least you get that satisfaction of knowing that he endorsed your idea.
Yeah, and he told me in the hallway, he said, you really should try to get on the Shark. He said, you really should try to come on.
Oh, so get on the show.
So as soon as if he would have been here with people, I would have asked him, is there a number? How do I get in touch? But I didn't want to ask him, like, hey, give me your email address.
Are you going to change the product name if you have to get on Shark Tank? Because I don't know if they'll let you go on.
I would do a Shittens brand, because for like a guy, like a hunter, they would love to use Shittens in the woods. Like, that would be great. But I would have to change the name, somehow.
You got to change the name because the place you need to sell it
is the moms and.
I'm not talking about that. Like, you can't get into Kmart or Target or
unless you put
BJ's
like the pound sign and percentage or whatever, tens. You know what I mean?
That's actually a better idea.
Yeah,
but even some of those places won't deal with that.
That got me 3% of the company, by the way.
You're in. You're in. You have 3% of nothing.
I appreciate that. The other thing, I know other people were upset, Gary, because they wanted to pitch and didn't have the opportunity to do so.
I know. We had I think we had 5 people out here altogether. You know who was supposed to pitch and declined to pitch was Scott DePace. And what happened was basically Scott DePace told me yesterday, I no longer believe in the video caddy in a sense. He said 19 years ago, great idea. 9 years ago, great idea. He goes, things have changed. Everybody's got a camera on their phone, so I don't believe it anymore, and I'm not going to come make a fool of myself.
Wow.
Well, I also know this morning he was saying he didn't know about this segment until yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So he didn't.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, I think he wanted some preparation or to have a pitch.
For somebody who's been working on for 19 years?
I'm surprised. I mean, he's got a lot of pride. I know that. And he believed in that product for a very long time.
Technology's changed.
But for him to admit that, that's a big step. Now, do you think he did it just because he didn't want to do the pitch?
I think he did it because he's out of video caddies and it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know if he's. I don't know, Scott. If you're still selling them, let me know. But I remember him telling me he sold out.
I mean, the video caddy is 5 times bigger than the iPhone.
Yeah, but you could still, you got the brand name. You can make a smaller or
iPhone caddy, iCaddy.
You could do something like that. We're all geniuses here when it comes to this entrepreneurship. All right, Scott DePace, you weren't able to. I didn't know you gave up on the video caddy. That was news to me. Gary just told me that.
I sold the last video caddy 2 years ago, maybe.
How would we know? How would we know that?
I told you guys. I mean, it's quite obvious. I haven't had the website up for a year and a half. I don't know
because I check the video caddy website every day. No, it's funny. I mean, I just didn't know. I didn't know.
At some point, it was definitely out there. I know it's not on your radar, but you knew at some point. Trust me. I said I wasn't doing it anymore.
You're extremely entrepreneurial, though. It surprised me that you didn't pitch today.
I mean, I've got other ideas, but it was really odd yesterday. Gary came into the control room and said, "Are you ready for tomorrow?"
Well, that's because Will had sent you 2 notes
what?
to 2 different email addresses, which I guess you don't check Lotus Notes.
I do check Lotus Notes. Never got that.
Here's the email. You can look at it. That's from last week with some other email address that I have no idea. You have 7 different email addresses.
PatMedia.net I have not had in 12 years.
How would I know that? And then the next one
How would you know that? Because I haven't had it in 12 years.
The next one is a Lotus Note address. Scott?
I swear to God, I did not see that. I do see it here, so I'll have to go back and check. But I did not see it.
But again, when I type in your name, and this is a bigger issue, but people have all these outstanding email addresses, and how are we supposed to know what email accounts are active?
We're all on Lotus Notes.
Then that's what we do. We use Lotus Notes only. That's fine.
Wait a minute. So I had an email address that changed about 6 months ago. I
didn't remember which one it was.
I let our IT guy know. I let Tracy know.
But I can't spend 25 minutes looking up trying to find your old email which says what your new email address is. But that's not how it works.
You know what? It's a bigger issue. That's actually a Lotus Notes.
What
issue,
else can I do?
But anyway, if you had an idea to pitch, would you have pitched something if you had more time?
I have plenty of ideas, but I wasn't really prepared. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I didn't know whether I needed to have artwork and all this stuff ready to go. If it was just an idea, yeah, I've got ideas, but I didn't think that he was going to take anything seriously today.
But he took Rich's idea very
didn't.
Yes,
he did. That idea is horrible.
Oh my God, you're so jealous. He totally took that idea
is
serious.
horrible.
It is not.
You're not
horrible.
really going to do it. You're not going to do that stupid
Scott,
idea.
you really don't think he took that idea a tiny bit serious?
I think he took.
I think he was on the show and he wanted to sort of, but
then why didn't he take Tim's idea serious?
I think he did take Tim's idea seriously. He assessed Tim's idea,
right.
Said it had been done, and said goodbye. He listened to Richie's idea. He said
you've got something there.
And I don't think he was doing it to be a nice guy.
I wouldn't invest $1 in that idea. I mean, you don't have
$1 like him to give.
A wife would do. You sure I do. A wife would do just as much as a glove. How do you take the glove off? I don't know. To me,
but that's the best thing about Shark Tank is they really don't care what the idea is.
Can it make money?
It makes money. If Richie proves that Shittens is a moneymaker, he'll invest. Why wouldn't he?
For the guy that made Post-its, he said, "I'm going to put glue on the back of a notepad," and people would have said that's stupid, and they made billions off it.
You can't just.
Fail.
It's the same type.
Why are you so frustrated by this?
I'm not. I'm frustrated trying to explain why I think Shittens is a stupid idea, and I don't think Mark took that seriously. I think he was on the air going, "Hey, yeah, that's good, yeah." But let's see you make $1 with it. And let's see him actually put $1.
I gotta say something. I'm watching you here, and I'm not trying to open up a larger issue. I promise you. I just don't think you can revel in anybody else's success that isn't
Gary,
yours.
that is not true at all. You come up with these thoughts that there's no accuracy to that. If Richie had made $1 million, that would be awesome.
But here's a point.
I'm simply saying that Mark, I don't think he was being genuine.
And I disagree with you. What you're saying is you don't like Richie's idea. That I get. But Mark seemed genuinely interested in that. Why did everybody see that but you?
I guess you guys aren't as bright as I am. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he would put $1 into that fucking thing.
What did you think of Tim's idea?
To find a bathroom?
It was an excellent idea.
I think I can find a bathroom quite easily without an app.
Why was Yelp so successful?
Was what?
Yelp for restaurants.
That's it. But that you're getting a review. You don't review a bathroom, how clean it was.
No, I think that's what Tim is saying, that people are taking pictures and reviewing the bathroom. Here's a clean bathroom in a 25-foot vicinity.
Well, listen, I mean, I could shit in a porta-john. My wife does want a clean fucking place, so maybe there is something to it. I don't know. I wouldn't invest in it.
Tim, were you discouraged at all? I know you've put a couple bucks into this.
No, not at all. Not at all. It just propels, and I love challenges. And let's follow through with this thing and see where the challenge goes.
Where did you come up with this idea? It wasn't from the incident here.
Well, no, it was. I was thinking about this, and I went online and I looked at a couple of things, and I saw what they were, and I saw how the ugly meter took off. I saw how Yelp worked. I saw that there were applications on the web or on iTunes and so forth that were that identified restrooms, but this has other layers to it and other services to a potential user. So I thought, why not?
What other? I mean, I know you don't want to give away the tricks of the trade, but what other services could it possibly have?
Well, there's communication. There's a rating service on it. There's other, community type things where you can participate. There's
Wait, how do you participate in the bathroom?
Because you
tap
pictures.
your foot and you can find gay guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So but you take pictures. You upload the pictures. People, it's like a lot like what Yelp is.
Scott, what are you making faces for? You think this is a dumb idea?
No, it's not.
Of course,
it's not a dumb idea.
I don't know. I don't see.
I think it's a really short time to guys just start putting pictures of their junk on there.
That too.
And then you'll be a millionaire.
Exactly right.
And Tim, you put $8,000 into this?
No, not $8,000, but it's. I put about $4,000 into it just to check it out and understand it, and to realize what it's all about.
You should talk to me. I've got plenty of good app ideas.
How did the video caddy do?
Why did you use any of them?
Yeah,
because I'm too ballsy to invest $4,000 like he did. I mean, I'm not ballsy enough. Right. Sorry.
Hey, I'm Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, on TV show Shark Tank, and a whole lot of other things, and I'm fired up to be on the show with Howard. It's actually, I think this is my third time. It's the first time in 8 years, so I think he forgot about me. But I'm a huge Howard fan, and whatever he wants to talk about, we'll talk about Shark Tank, we'll talk about the NBA, we'll talk about business, and I don't know, Howard, best interviewer in the world, so I'm sure he'll come up with something interesting and different.
Absolutely, and since it's been almost a decade now, you're going to be sitting down with the uncensored version of Howard. So
yeah, and that's true. And so, who the fuck knows what'll come up? I don't care. That's the beauty of coming on Howard Stern show. You just never know what direction he's going to take it, and you just never know what he's going to ask you. So that makes it fun.
All right, we'll see you in the studio, Mark.
Can't wait.
I was talking to Mark Cuban in the green room. I told him you go to the games. I was like, he was very excited by that.
Yeah.
But he said, like, people don't want to talk about basketball anymore. It's just people stop on the street constantly. Just want to fucking pitch them, their dopey inventions.
Well, yeah, he's on TV. It's awesome. You like that show?
Oh, I love it. My favorite show on TV.
People love that show.
Watch it.
It's American Idol.
The guys are so fucking smart, Howard, and savvy, and they know their shit, and they call bullshit. So it's a great show.
Right, because they're businessmen.
Yeah, that's what it is. They don't care about the idea. They care if it's making money. That's it.
Right.
Like if you come with a flashlight, you can make money. They don't care.
Right. Oh, whoa, there he is. Look at you. Hey, man, what's happening? Long time no see.
It's been a long time.
How long has it been?
8 years.
Wow.
8 years.
Well, I guess you finally have something to say.
It's been that long.
It's been that long.
I hope you missed me, Robin. I missed you.
I did.
Is life great being a billionaire?
I'm the luckiest motherfucker in the world. Every single day I wake up and go, If I can't have fun, then something's wrong.
What level do you take it to, though? Because we don't really see your lifestyle.
I just, I'm pretty much the same guy I was before I had money, but I just don't put any limits on myself. So if I want to do something and I think it'll be fun, I can do it.
How many homes do you have?
Like 6.
6?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Caymans, New York, L.A., Miami, Dallas. I got 5, I guess, yeah.
What's your favorite place to live in?
Dallas is my favorite place to live, but I like to get away to the Caymans because it's close. It's only a 3-hour flight from Dallas. It's not like a big fancy. It's not like going to south of Spain where everybody's partying all the time. I got 3 kids now, so it's laid back and we can have fun.
Miami's more of a party town for a single guy, right?
Yeah, I've had this place for like 15 years.
Is it a private home or do you live in like a penthouse?
Yeah, it's more of a penthouse in a building. Yeah,
I see. Is that noisy or is that where you go to really unload?
No, it's just like one of those spots that I've had. You know, when I was single, right? When I was making the rounds, I bought it and it was like, oh, this place is badass, so I'll buy it. And then I've just kept it. I've just never done anything with it.
And rich guys, I mean, super rich people, like billionaires, they don't sell their properties necessarily because it's like, why bother?
Why
You just keep it around.
That's the truth, right? Because it's more of a hassle. You know, I've got my stuff there. It's easy. Why mess with it?
So if I wanted to buy your place in Miami from you, I'd have to offer you some astronomical amount of money or something to turn you on because there's
To make it worth your while.
Exactly.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth the hassle. I mean, I got clothes there. You know, that's probably the best part about having these places because when I go to a different city, I got my stuff. So I've got like everything down there. I've got a stocked refrigerator.
Now,
so
who
I just
does
show
all
up.
that? In other words, if you have
Yeah, you
5
gotta have
homes,
staff.
in other words, if you have 5 homes, okay, so you decide you're going to go to Dallas. I don't know. You decide you're going to go to Cayman Islands. You've got to have a bunch of people who live there who, at any moment's notice, when you say I'm coming down, have to prepare that home for you, right?
Only in the Caymans because it's got like 600 feet of beach, and so you've got to like take care of the beach. But everywhere else, I just have a guy, you know, just someone who will, you know, hey, I'm coming down, I'm bringing the kids or not bringing the kids, stock the fridge, make sure everything's ready to go, and that's it.
Do you have a personal chef who prepares your meals?
Me personally, no, but we just got one at home. Like, you know, with kids, my biggest fear in life is that my kids turn out to be messed up. Right. And so at home, my kids are 3, 6, and 9.
Right.
And so we have a nanny that works probably 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
A nanny for each kid, or just one nanny?
No, just one nanny.
One nanny.
Oh, you're
right.
so cheap.
Come on now, Robin.
I know wealthy guys who have a nanny for each kid.
Really?
Yeah.
See, to
And
me,
they're around the clock.
No, we won't do that. Like, our nanny's there to help. With 3 kids, if you can afford help, you get the help, right?
Right, sure.
And then after that, when she's gone, it's just normal, right? We'll take the kids to school, pick them up, take them to dance, right? I've
You
got my
do
dad.
all of that, huh?
All of that. I got my daddy-daughter dance tomorrow night.
But don't the kids fuck up your lifestyle, Mark, because you, being a wealthy man, you want to go to Cayman Islands for 5 weeks. They've got school. You've got to stay there. They've screwed it all up, haven't they?
Yes and no, man. You know, on one side, that is the screw up, right? But other than it's my kids, right?
How are you going to prevent your children from becoming screwballs?
That scares the shit out of me.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, they're going to be spoiled, right?
No, I mean, they're spoiled. I mean, you know, when your daughter, my 9-year-old, like, kind of freaks out if she has to travel commercial.
Right.
You know, she doesn't quite get it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that scares the hell out of me. But, I mean, we do everything possible just to make it normal, like we're a regular family.
When, you know, I think what it's contingent upon is your wife being really strong.
Yes.
If she's a douche, like, and not necessarily.
They'll run right over her?
There's
Is that
a
what
lot
you're
of
saying?
women who do not know how to discipline kids or tell
That's
them no.
not my wife.
Your wife knows how to say no to them?
Oh, she will kick their ass just like she'll kick mine, you know?
Yeah, I mean, most women, in theory, think they can do it, but then they
It's
buckle.
a hard job to be consistent. That's
Well,
the problem.
you'll come downstairs and say, "Kids, go to bed," and then your wife will undo it. You know what I mean? But if she does that, you're doomed. Your kids will be.
No, it's
fucked up.
exact opposite.
is.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, we'll stay up. Like my 3-year-old son, I'm like, let's watch Transformers. We'll stay up and watch Batman.
Right.
You can fall asleep with me, and my wife's like, get the hell to bed, right? So
Is having a son more fun because you get to watch Transformers and Batman and stuff and do all the cool
hell
stuff you
yes.
like? Yeah.
Are you kidding
And then
me?
you're going to do the basketball thing and
Oh
all
yeah,
the sports.
I went through 6 until my son was born. I love my daughters to death, right? But
I'm
six
sure.
6 years of hair and nails, right?
and Barbie movies.
It was brutal. It was brutal, right? And so, you know, Daddy, do you like my dress? Daddy, what about my hair? Daddy doesn't like my hair.
Mark, you're a very bright guy, and I read something you said, and I responded to this. The advice that people are giving children now to follow their dreams. You hate that.
I hate it.
And I happen to agree with you. Explain.
Well, everybody dreams about something. Everybody dreams, right? Everybody's passionate about something, especially when you're young. You're going to play the guitar. You're going to be a baseball player. You're going to be a singer. You're going to be a rock and roll star, right? Everybody's got that, but, you know, where do you spend your time? Right? You can talk about it, but where do you actually work at? And, you know, everybody talks about following their dreams and passions. I say you follow your effort. Because if you're working at it, you're going to get good at it. And if you get good at it, you're going to like it. And if you like it, you can be great at it.
You're so right. Our kids today told too much that, oh, you're such geniuses. You're so brilliant at everything. You're so good and talented. And meanwhile, they don't have a fucking ounce of talent, do they?
Absolutely. Like my wife and I had this conversation, right, talking about who wears the pants.
Right.
She was like, look, you know, we want to build them up and give them confidence, but we have to install a dose of reality. You know, so if my daughter can't sing, you got to tell her, you got to keep on working at it, right? It's not about saying you're good when you're not. You know, you've got to have a dose of reality, and that you're right. It hurts kids.
So, billionaires who I've seen who actually raise kids who are not assholes. There's a guy I know, Leon Black. Do you know Leon?
I've met him. I don't know him.
His kids are so together.
Really?
I see that family and I go, wow, this guy really did it. Whatever he did, because he's a billionaire. They can have anything. He's got a massive art collection. He used to own Sirius. That's how I met him and became friendly with him. His kids are, you know, and even, I know you've got a rivalry with Trump, but it looks like Trump's kids.
That turned out all right.
Really? It's a testament to his parenting and his wife's parenting.
Or somebody.
Somebody got it right. Right? They seem to be
No, I met
kids.
him. I met Ivanka, you know, Junior. I mean, they're cool kids. I mean, the daughter is super smart.
Right. Wharton School of Business.
Yeah, she knows her shit. Right. So hopefully ours will turn out the same.
Your rivalry with Donald Trump. I remember you had a show that was similar to The Apprentice.
Yeah, The Benefactor back in the day.
And Trump said to you, fuck you, Mark Cuban.
He even sent me a letter after we got canceled. He even sent me a letter saying, I told you it was going to fail, you know?
Yeah. Was that personally difficult for you that the show that was like The Apprentice failed for you? Because Trump was like needling you?
Absolutely. I'm so competitive. I'm like so competitive, you know, especially in business. Business is the ultimate sport.
Right.
You know, people like, I'll talk to the Mavs, I'll talk to other athletes. I'm like, you think you got it hard, right? You compete for 48 minutes or 60 minutes. You practice a couple hours a day.
Right.
You know, in the media business and all businesses, it's 24/7, by 365, by forever. And there's a 12-year-old and an 80-year-old trying to kick your ass, right?
Right.
And so anytime I lose, I'm so competitive. It just killed me.
Do you go through a depression of sorts when something like that happens, when a failure occurs? And you're not used to failure.
No,
I mean,
not
you've
at all.
succeeded in your life. I mean, you've made a tremendous amount of money. You've been successful in business, and you're having a fun life and an enjoyable life. But when a failure occurs, how do you deal with that?
I get fired up to work harder at something else. It motivates me, you know.
When Trump sent you the letter, did you write him back and say, hey, I'm going to beat you at something else? Yeah,
no, I framed it. I framed it. I put it right by my desk to remind me and to keep me going, right?
Right, sure.
And it's right there every day.
That letter sits on your desk?
It's right next to the NBA trophy.
No kidding.
That's no lie.
So does it represent the highs and the lows?
It just represents I don't like failing, and that because you know what it's like, right? In any business, there's just those mornings where you're just dragging, right? And there's just those moments where you're not at the top of your game, and you just need something just to fire you up, and that's there.
The NBA trophy. Is it true you went out that night and got a $90,000 bottle of champagne and drank it?
Yep.
What is a $90,000 bottle of champagne?
What does it taste like?
It tastes great.
Does it? Do you think you'd know the difference?
Absolutely not.
Right.
But since I was so trashed when I got it.
Is that something you do because it's just because you've got the money?
Because
why
I can.
Why shouldn't I try it in life?
Because I can.
I've worked hard.
Absolutely.
I'm a charitable guy. I'm this, I'm that. But maybe I could blow $90,000. But don't you, as a guy who didn't grow, I don't know, you didn't grow up with a lot.
Oh no, my dad was an upholsterer. Yeah.
When you spend $90,000 for a bottle of champagne, I don't care how much money I'll ever have in life. I could not spend $90,000 on a bottle of champagne.
I had to. We had just won the NBA championship.
That's true.
And it was just such a unique moment. And there's a backstory, right?
Right.
So we're in Miami, and thank you. You sent me an email, and I really appreciate that. I loved it.
It was great.
The night before, I had taken some Mavs customers to this club, Live, in Miami, right?
Right.
And I'm nervous as hell. I got this customer. I'm not drinking. The DJ spots me, and he goes, you know what we do to Cubans in Miami? We smoke them. Let's go Heat. This whole club is going, let's go Heat, let's go Heat. So the next night we win in Miami, right?
Right.
Wow. And we're drinking, the champagne in the locker room. And one of the guys goes, Jason Terry goes, we got to go out. I'm like, I got the spot, right? And so I wanted to walk into that club holding that $90,000 bottle of champagne and the championship trophy just to shove it up their ass, right? But it gets better. But wait,
$90,000 for that.
Okay, so quick backstory. Like 2 years ago, I had my identity stolen by 2 Puerto Rican guys in Brooklyn.
Right. Big shot, yeah.
No, they ordered pizza. They somehow figured out got my credit card, right?
Right.
And they ordered pizza. The pizza guy shows up, "You're not Mark Cuban." Busted him, right?
Right.
But ever since then, every 6 months, I roll over my credit cards, right? And switch them. And so, I go in. We had just won the championship. The guy sells me on the $90,000 bottle of champagne. I give him my black Amex. It gets declined. I had it called in, right? You had to turn it on.
You know, you as an owner, I think you probably took the most pride in that win because most of the owners don't like you, right?
Yeah.
But why don't they like you? Because you're flamboyant?
Yeah, it's changing some. Like, because the old school guys didn't like me, but they're selling the teams or dying off or what. Yeah, but so there's a newer generation of owner now who kind of looks up to me because I've been doing it.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
You're out there meeting the fans. You're doing your thing.
No, it's like, look, if it's your company, people better know how to get a hold of you, right? I mean, it's your deal, and you represent it every minute of the day, and so they don't like that. But now it's kind of changing, and then now it's like, are you going to be the next Mark Cuban as an owner?
As a spectator, I love watching basketball. I don't follow it like as precisely as most people, but it is some sport
you
to watch.
You don't follow it, Howard.
But I go to
Gary told me you're going to the next games now.
I've been going for years. I love watching masterful athletes play.
It's amazing, isn't it? These guys really are just phenomenal.
Yeah, they're the best athletes. Basketball players up and down that court. I don't know how the hell they do it.
It's incredible, and the effort. People don't really appreciate just how fast and how big they are and how difficult a game it is.
I mean, you talk about, owning a team, and you found it so enjoyable. But when you went to buy a Major League Baseball team, the owners kept you out of baseball, right?
Yeah, basically.
Why do you
guys.
think they did?
They were afraid I'd spend too much to win. And I think they knew I would do anything to win. I mean, legal, within the rules.
That's bad for the sport?
Was that your MO in basketball?
Absolutely.
That you went out and said, I'm going to get the best talent. I'm going to hire the best guys, whatever I got to do.
Whatever I got to do, yeah. And the owners in the NBA freaked out about it. And there's a couple guys that also own Major League Baseball teams that had the power to keep me out, and they did.
Did you end up overpaying?
But other teams, wouldn't they want to do the same thing?
No, they can't. See, the difference between the two sports, Robin, is in baseball there's no salary cap, so there's no limit on how much you can spend.
Right.
Whereas in basketball,
you could kill people. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just crush them.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you end up overpaying for a lot of players?
Yeah.
You did.
Who'd you overpay for?
Who was your biggest mistake?
Oh, I hate to kill guys, but we made a trade early on in my career for with the Denver Nuggets, and we probably overpaid a guy named Rafe LaFrance more than anybody else.
Right.
And hey, Rafe's a good guy. Yeah, Rafe's a great guy.
What'd you pay him?
I think we gave him a $45 million contract, and then as soon as we realized it was a mistake, we traded him.
When you're writing those kinds of checks, because ultimately it comes out of your pocket.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Does that scare the shit out of you? Do you start to wonder, I know I've got $2.5 billion or something crazy that, but you say, hey, that can also run out too. I mean, these guys can go through money.
Yeah, they can go through money.
Did it get scary?
Yeah, it's gotten scary, but not so much on the money as it is on the wins and losses, right?
Yeah.
Because the way it works, you only have 15 players, so it's not like baseball where you can just get rid of one and bring in another.
Right.
So if you're stuck underneath that salary cap, you're stuck.
Right.
And so that scares me as much as anything because, I can always bust my ass and figure out ways to make money, but winning in the NBA or any professional sport is hard.
Because after you make $2.5 billion, and we'll go into how you made that money, but after you win $2.5 billion, you should
didn't
probably,
win it, he made it.
I mean, after you made it, you should really say to yourself, hey, fuck it. I'm never going to work again. I'm not going to take any risk. I'm going to just live off the interest
That's exactly what I said to myself, that I couldn't do it.
You wanted to be a guy who was relevant in the NBA of all things.
I just want, you know what? Okay, so I was a Mavs season ticket holder before I bought the team.
Right.
And I would just go to the games, be a fan, and they sucked. Right. And then I just made all this money. I just sold my company, and, I don't want to say it was burning a hole in my pocket, but it was there.
Right.
And so I'm at the game. It's the opening of the 99-2000 season. I'm like, I can do a better, it's not a sellout, and I'm all fired up to the start of the year, and I'm like, I can do a better fucking job than this guy. Right? So I'm like, hey, wait a second, I'm a rich motherfucker now, so I'll buy the team.
In a sense, you're right, because don't you always feel like a poor guy even though you have $2.5 billion?
Yeah, I mean, look at me, right?
Yeah, but that takes a certain psychological leap, because you got to go, man, I've got $2.5 billion, I'm not going to run out of money.
That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's and too, right? That's the change, that's the transition where it's like, okay, I don't want to lose who I am, right? And I don't want to, lose, grasp of, the traditions of my family, my background, and everything. But hey, there's a brave new world out there. How am I going to get into it?
Has your team gone up in value? Mm-hmm. If you sold the team now, what would you get for it? I mean, what would be your price?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't sell. I mean, the only price where I'd have to at least consider it would be $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider less.
What did you pay for it?
$285.
$285 million.
Right.
And now you think the value would be about $1 billion.
I wouldn't sell it for less than that. I mean, if someone third party were valuing, they'd probably say $600 to $700 million.
So it was a very good financial move for you.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Do you have partners in that, or you?
Some of the guys that were partners in the team before I bought it stayed on as minority owners.
Right.
But I have complete control.
Yeah, they believed in you, and they said, "Hey, we're going to stay on." That is unbelievable.
It is.
And luck seems to not luck. You make very smart decisions.
No, Howard. I'm a lucky motherfucker.
No. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. I read something about you that just blew my mind. I didn't even know this. The airlines used to have a lifetime ticket.
Yeah.
You could buy the American. What is it? American Airlines.
American Airlines Air Pass. And I carried around just to remind myself.
The American Airlines Air Pass was. What did you pay? $145,000.
$125.
All right. For $125,000, you get this card.
Right.
And this card entitles you for the rest of your life.
Me and somebody else.
You and someone else can fly for free
anywhere.
And you can also they have to kick off somebody off a flight if you are flying.
Yes, I can just walk up to any. Now I've transferred to my dad now, right?
Yeah, you can do it. It's transferable.
One time.
Wow.
One time, right? So I transferred to my, but
because now you fly private.
Right. I was 29 years old when I bought it, right?
Yeah.
And I used to walk into clubs.
You had $145,000 to blow on an airline.
Yeah.
Pass
Well, see, my first company I sold for $6 million, and I was 29.
What was that company?
It was called Micro Solutions. We did local area networks, wrote software, technology type stuff. Right?
Okay, so you had $6 million, and even still, you said to yourself, "Hey, that's a good deal. $145,000 for the rest of my life. I can fly an American Airlines. What a dumb fucking move, right?"
Yeah, $145,000.
But back then, they just wanted corporate
cheap.
accounts, right? And I remember, so I just sold that company. I was 29. My buddies, what are you going to buy a car, buy a house? I'm like, nah. We're sitting at one of those old school steakhouses that have the phones there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, bring me the phone, right? I'm fucked up out of my mind. We're doing shots. And I'm like, hello, do you guys sell lifetime passes? And they're like, yes, let me put you through. And so the next day, hangover and all, I bought one. And I would go out with my buddies. One time, one of my buddies like, "Oh, Mark, your 30th birthday's coming up. It's the Olympics. Let's go to Barcelona." I'm like, we just walked right to the airport and went right to Barcelona.
How many people do you think in this world bought an American Airlines Air Pass?
I don't. Maybe too many because they stopped selling.
They stopped the program.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a really dumb thing for them to do.
Yeah, I remember sitting there going, "Okay, maybe it might cost me 12 cents a mile, what a deal." So.
Well, I remember there used to be a Vic Tanny. Ever remember them?
Yeah.
They were like an exercise place, and they would sell lifetime memberships. They went out of business because you can't. You got to renew these things. Prices go up. I mean, the price of gas now and fuel. I mean,
it's crazy.
This is crazy.
It's crazy. And I loved it. I mean, literally, I would walk into clubs, and I would be, talking to some girl, and I'm like, let's just go to Vegas.
Wow.
You
must have been getting laid left and right.
I was having fun. Absolutely.
And the weird thing is that they have to guarantee you a seat also. Yep. And what happened? One time you went on and they threw off a very famous person.
Yeah,
for
Magic
you.
Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
What, are you kidding?
Now, he was in other words, because you had this pass.
Yep.
They had to throw someone off.
And he got the low stick. He got the small stick.
Did Magic Johnson realize you were the guy?
Oh, no, he had no idea who I was.
But you saw him going on.
Oh, obviously I know who Magic Johnson was,
and
right?
you must have been like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm with a blonde, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Yeah.
What a great story.
It was great. It was a story.
Does he know? Does he know?
I've said it to him, but he don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to think about it. But do you get to pick who gets kicked off? That would even be better. Another 20 grand.
Extra for that.
Money is a good thing. Money can buy you happiness, can't it?
You know what? If you're already happy, it can make you a whole lot happier.
You seem very happy. Getting back to baseball for a second. if had you become an owner, it would have been very exciting for you. What was the team you tried to buy?
I tried to buy 3 of them, actually. I tried to buy the Pirates.
What did you offer for the Pirates?
I didn't make an actual offer for the Pirates because I talked to the guy, he said he wouldn't sell. Because I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Right.
And then I tried to buy the Chicago Cubs.
Right.
And the guy who owned the team at the time was a guy named Sam Zell, who bought Chicago Tribune.
Right.
And we were talking in the $800 million range. I said, okay, that's legit.
Right.
But I said, I don't want to go through this whole crazy process. I'm like, just sit down with me and we'll do a handshake deal and work out a deal. He wouldn't sit down, and so I made an offer for like $800 million, and somebody paid more.
Right.
And then the last time was the Texas Rangers that were going through bankruptcy, and I just didn't have enough. It was all within a 2-week period, and
you couldn't put it together that fast.
I couldn't get enough together fast enough because I had to write the check there and then.
Wow! And somebody was able to write a check that fast?
Well, it was all set up in the bankruptcy court. They had a stalking horse, white horse guy who already had the whole thing set up, and they were doing their best to keep me out. So
$800 million was a pretty damn good offer. Probably he went to the other owners and they would not approve you.
No, there's no way they would have approved me
because you again would have driven up the prices, and they said we don't need this guy. That's so fucked up, isn't it?
No, actually, I'm glad it turned out that way.
Why?
Because I'd be out in the stands, I'd be out in the bleachers in Chicago at Wrigley Field drinking beer and eating hot dogs all day long and weigh 300 pounds.
How much of your day is spent running your professional basketball team?
Not much.
You have a general manager. He worries about it. How often do they report to you?
It just goes in streaks. So, like, right now is the trade deadline's coming up tomorrow.
Right.
And so we'll talk all day today and tomorrow.
Right.
And then during the summer, same type of thing. We'll talk all during the summer because of free agency.
And why do you want to talk to them? Because you want to know what your budget's going to be? You want to know, hey, how much do you guys really want to spend for this guy?
Well, I'm more involved in that, right? It's not just about the money. It's like which players, what's the goal, what are we trying to do with the team? And, it's like a stock portfolio. Even though your broker may be the guy, right, you still have to understand and make the final decision. So I have to make the final call.
Do some owners stay completely absent from that kind of thing?
Yeah.
They do.
They just say, here's a budget. But I'm, and my guys already know me, right? It's like,
right.
Because right now we won the championship, and then we had a lot of older players, and so we let some of our guys go. And we're not rebuilding, but we're regrouping under the new collective bargaining agreement. And so now is a more difficult time for us. So it's more important decisions. So I'm more involved.
If I'm a GM, do I want an owner who's like you, or do I want a hands-off owner more?
Depends what kind of budget he gives you, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, if you have an unlimited budget, then that's what you want.
Do you have an unlimited budget?
No, because with the new NBA rules, you can spend if you spend stupid, you can't fix your mistakes. Like they just changed all the rules within the past 18 months after we had this big lockout, right? And so in the past, when you made a mistake like Rafe LaFrance, I could just trade it away and just spend more and fix the problem. Now you can't just spend more to fix the problem.
What's in your mind the number that a budget should be for your team this year?
Well, now because of the rules, we'll only spend, I think, $60 million in salary, which is the lowest since I've been there.
Yeah.
But that resets us to go out and spend more. So the way the new deal works is you have to take a step backwards for a year, maybe 2 years. Then you can start spending the money again because you have room to spend the money. So it just changed.
Don't you think with the hit show Shark Tank, you've had your revenge on Donald Trump, that you're now part of a hit show? The show's a hit.
Oh, it's killing it, and we killed The Apprentice now.
Did you
write Donald?
Oh, I did. I told him.
What did you write? What was the note?
Oh, I just tweeted him, right? I just tweeted him. I said, hey, Donald, look at your numbers, look at our numbers, and you decide.
And did he respond to that?
No, he didn't.
He did not like that.
Look, I love to pick on Donald, but, because he fights back, right?
Right.
But I like him. I actually do like him, but, I just like to pick on him. He's an easy target.
Let me understand something about Shark Tank. It's you and a couple other guys.
4 other guys.
Who sit there, because you're rich guys, you actually would put up your own money. If you hear a good idea, you will invest in it.
Our own money.
How many ideas have you invested in?
I don't know the exact number. I think 10, 12. I don't know the exact number.
You took your own money and you said, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Have any of them made money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all but one. One's breaking even, one's gone out of business, and the rest are making at least a little bit more.
What is the idea that went out of business that you thought was going to be good?
It was a company called Toy Guru. It was Netflix for toys. So you know how when you have young kids, they fall out of love with their toys every 2 months, right?
Right.
So you paid this company $35 or $40 a month, and they would send you $300 worth of toys in a big old box.
Right.
When you're bored with them, you send them back, they disinfect them, and they send them to someone else, and they send you a whole new batch of toys, so your kids get new toys every couple months.
Right.
And you just swap them out all the time. And we used it at home. My kids loved it.
Yeah.
But the lady who was running it just, she couldn't get her act together. She didn't know what to do. She would, we would sit down and talk to her and say, okay, do A, B, and C, and business will grow. And when she would do it, things would go well. And when she wouldn't, she'd lose customers.
So how much money do you lose on a deal like Toy Guru?
Toy Guru lost $100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
But that's okay because you make it up on these other businesses.
More than make it up.
What's the best one you invested in?
The best one so far, there's been 3 or 4 really good ones. The best one, it looks like it's going to be this company called Surfset Fitness.
Well, go ahead.
These kids, these guys, hockey player and his girlfriend in New Hampshire like to surf. And you can only surf for a couple months, at most in New Hampshire.
That's right.
And so he took a surfboard, and when you go to the gym, they have these Bonsu balls, things that you can work on your balance and everything.
Yeah.
Right? So he reconfigured something like Bonsu balls, put it under a surfboard, tied it all together, and recreated the effect of surfing indoors.
Wow.
And so he made it into like a formal product, and he sells them to gyms now, and gyms teach classes around these boards. And it's almost like Zumba, where the gym buys 10 of these boards, and every class they charge like $25, $30 a class, and he collects money when he sells the boards and every time they teach a class by a certified instructor. And so he did, maybe when he came on the show, he was doing $18,000, $25,000 a month. He'll do $5 million this year.
Wow.
And his margins are 30, 40%.
Wow.
Easy. And they can keep on going up from there.
Hey, let me understand something. If I want to learn how to surf, do you think that I could sort of master the technique by just using the board?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I have no danger because I've always
won't
wanted.
fall in the water.
I've always wanted to surf, but I'm 59 years old. I don't want to kill myself, and I don't want to get eaten by a shark.
It's good and bad though. So I went and did the class, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm 54, right? So I'm getting confident, right? And I do this little jump, right? And we're filming an update for Shark Tank, and I got too cocky. My legs went out from underneath me, and they got me just busted on my ass, right?
Oh no!
It was crazy.
Yeah,
but
you kill yourself.
It's surfsetfitness.com, so you can check it out.
So some of these things, so that's going to make some money for you.
That one's making me. Another related one, different company, but a guy, towerpaddleboard.com. Have you seen stand-up paddleboarding?
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, he's killing it. So these guys went from doing $18,000 a month. They did. His show was like a year ago. He did $2.1 million this year, and he'll do $3 million this coming year.
And what is he selling?
He sells stand-up paddleboards.
Oh,
inflatables and regulars.
But isn't he competing with a bunch of other companies?
Yeah, but he's got a great product. It's
Why was his product so great?
2 reasons. One, it's less expensive. It's well done. It's less expensive, and he gives you a bunch of options in size and inflatable, so you can carry it around, blow it up, whatever. So if you go to if you have a summer home or you just summer vacation, you can't leave your board there, then you use an inflatable so you can take it with you back.
So you put up the seed money for this guy. How much did you put up on that one?
I think $300,000, I think, and he's been growing so fast. I've given him some additional money to help finance his receivables, to help him continue to grow.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah,
that is unbelievable. So the show is a success. I would think that on the sly, the network gives you some dough to give these guys.
No.
It's not like
that's
that.
actually the worst part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Because
you have your own money?
Well, not the own money. It's the time.
Do you get paid to do the show?
Yeah, we get like $18,000 an episode. Nothing.
I see. It's not about that.
No,
it's
not
you're
about
getting the opportunity to hear these ideas.
Exactly. And actually, because to get on the show, people will push down the valuations of their companies.
Right.
Because they had 40,000 people apply to present products on the show last year, and I think 125 made it. And they're just starting auditions now, or not auditions, but whatever you call it, presentations now for people to come on the show, and they expect over 75,000 people to apply.
Wow, it's unreal.
So you're really getting bargains when you...
Yeah, because they'll push down the valuation, so if this went out in the open market, it'd be more.
It's fun doing the show. I'm having a fun time with America's Got Talent. It's a similar kind of thing. You sit there and you hopefully some magic happens,
And you see amazing things, right, that you don't expect.
Do me a favor. There's 3 guys who work for me who want to pitch you, legitimately want to pitch you.
Bring it on, baby.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
This gentleman's name is Tim Sabian. He is our program
Don't worry,
manager.
your wallet's safe.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, why not? Did you hear my invention, by the way?
Yeah, the penis pad?
The penis pad.
Yeah, as long as you're tweeting pictures, it'll be a huge hit.
No interest in that. That's a losing proposition.
No, I think you ought to go ahead and do it.
I mean, if I told you, Mark, that there's a company that has, and now this is Playtex, and they advertise with me. It's a wipe that you wipe down your balls, cock and balls, and ass area before and after sex, and it's it's very gentle. You don't get a rash. You wouldn't invest in that, would you?
It'd be a tough sell.
Yeah, Playtex.
Well, for them, it's easy, right? It's perfect. It's
But
right
why
in their
wouldn't you invest in that?
Because I don't have the vehicle.
In other words, they're geared up for this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's their business.
But you're not geared up for surfboard shit and all that stuff.
No, but the guys who invested with were.
They're tooled up.
Right, they're
so
tooled up,
people,
literally.
So a lot of people, you're saying, can have a good idea, but they've got to be tooled up.
Right, you've got to be, there's certain things I can't sell. Like if one of these guys comes in and brings me frozen food.
Right.
I don't know how to help sell frozen food, right? So I'm not going to do it.
Tim, go ahead. What is your idea?
Bring it on, Tim.
My idea. Hey, Mark, welcome here.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a $250,000 investment on 50% equity in this business.
Okay.
It's an application that I had an unfortunate situation about a few months ago in the bathroom here, where if I was walking to work, I got sick and left the bathroom a mess.
A mess. He shit everywhere, all over our bathroom. But go ahead.
So I've come up with a clean restrooms app. CRAP. CR, Clean Restrooms.
Okay,
app.
nice name, yeah.
Okay, download it onto your phone at 99 cents. It's if I had the ability to do this as I was walking to work, I could have stopped in anywhere and gotten my shit together.
What does it tell you? It tells you.
It tells you where the nearest
if I had
bathroom
the app on my
is.
phone, it would give
there's already an app that does that.
This not what this does. Not what this does.
Okay, go ahead.
Not what this does.
Why is yours different?
Because it also has interaction with the user, where they can upload pictures of the app, of the clean restrooms. That it's a community.
So it's Instatush.
It's exactly. It's like
an app that tells you where a bathroom is.
Yes, there are. But
because I know when I was looking for jobs in Manhattan when I was a kid, I used the library and I was looking. I wish I knew where there was a clean bathroom.
Yes, it's what Yelp is to restaurants. Crap is to restaurants.
All right, hold on. You made your pitch. Mark Cuban, any interest in this?
Because $250,000 for a crappy app.
We can negotiate.
How about you just give him $250,000?
Yeah, why not?
All right, get out of here, Tim. Thank you very much. Very good. Yeah. What is
that Tim's invested a good chunk of his own money in this already.
How much have you invested into this?
A chunk, a little bit.
How much?
But
how much did you invest of your own money?
Okay, $8,000 in this thing. Okay, but listen to this. Listen to this. You saw what the ugly meter did in one day.
That's true.
It did over $500,000 in sales in one day.
It did already?
It did already in one day.
Yours.
So
not
something
yours.
called the
no,
ugly
not mine.
meter.
So there's been a model already.
Get out.
But they already spent their money. Get out of here.
Get out of here. You're out. You hit the buzzer.
I've got another one.
He's got another one.
What happened? I thought you were going to pitch your remote control leash.
Well, that was the other one. But I sat last night and did this. Right,
it
was 10:30 at night. I wanted to go to bed.
All right. Good night. I don't know if you. I don't even know if you want to hear the other ones.
Are they worse than that?
You want to hear one more?
It's all your call, Howard.
I don't know. Richie, what is yours? This is something called shittins.
Oh, God. Everything
was shit. What's with you guys? All right, man. Quickly, the pitch. Go ahead, Richie.
All right, this is the best app. Tim is the perfect a product.
Okay.
And you would love this. It's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten. Because when you wipe your ass, the last thing you want is fecal matter on your hands, under your nails. So I call them shittins.
Okay.
All right.
And it's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten that you put on your hands. So that way your hands are totally clean.
Okay, how much money are you looking for?
$25,000 to start.
And what percentage of the company do I get?
You'll get 50.
Okay, how long have you been making these?
About a day.
Oh, okay. So you've got a long history with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the clean.
How are you going to get shittins made for $25,000?
You can't even sell that name.
Yeah, I can get them made.
Yeah, and who's going to buy something called shittins?
Well,
in the supermarket?
That's my one problem, the product name. But it's a great name. It's a great name, shittins.
What are they made? What's it made out of?
It's a baby wipe that you can actually split into a mitten.
Is it eco-friendly?
Yes, flushable, eco-friendly, and you could. It's super clean. It's if you have babies. I have Crohn's disease. I could definitely use something like this when I have a problem.
Yeah.
For nurses who have to clean up.
Well,
old
just
men,
think all those.
This is super clean.
All those locations around the world where they don't have toilet paper, right? If you have your shittins with you,
right?
Yeah. So, exactly.
Mark, you getting turned on by this? Honestly,
have you looked at international distribution?
Not yet.
So you really don't have a company yet. This is just an idea.
I spoke to a bunch of women who have children who have like incontinent grandparents, and they would love something like this.
You know what? It's not a bad idea. But the problem is it's just an idea.
It's in the ground.
It's just an idea, right?
I understand. This is like our writing meetings where guys blurt out and they go, "Hey, let's get President Obama on." They go, "Yeah, that's a good idea, but like, how are we going to get him?" So in other words, Mark is saying you have a good idea.
I'm on the bottom floor,
but you don't even have a manufacturer.
You don't have. You haven't done the work yet.
I just started this.
Come back when you've got a company.
I'll give you my information. We'll
give
talk.
me your information.
Wow.
But
Fair
come
deal.
back when
Fair
you've
deal.
got a company.
I
It's
quit.
not a horrible idea.
Quit immediately.
I mean, I'm shocked.
Let me help you out, Richie. Get me a phone call to China. We need Chinese people to make shittens. Shittens. Get out of here with that.
He names a product shit.
Mark,
like, where are you going to market that?
What did you just spit into?
Oh, I've had a cold, man. I got over my son.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. That was gross.
That was gross. I was hoping you were looking over there.
I need a shittens
All right, somebody invent something for Mark.
Mark, that was a very exciting thing. You were buying into the idea.
Yeah, because actually I wasn't thinking so much here in the United States, but places around the world that don't have toilet paper in third world countries, if you can make it disposable and make it really, really cheap, and you've got, a shitting around and you carry it with you, you travel to Mexico, it's safe.
Are the shittens reversible?
Oh, my God.
So, by the way, Mark, you made your money the old-fashioned way. You say when you were, how young were you when you made the $6 million?
29.
29 years old, because you were doing techie stuff.
Right.
But let me just one more time go over this.
Okay.
You had a company that was broadcasting on the internet.
Right.
Television stuff.
Audio and video. So all the streaming, everything YouTube does, we started that.
You started that?
It was called AudioNet, and we started in 1995.
And when Yahoo bought you,
right,
they gave you $2.5 billion?
No, they gave us $5.7 billion in stock.
Right.
And then, so I got 33% of it or whatever.
Right.
And then
when Yahoo went to about $2.5 billion, you sold everything.
When it went up, I did a hedge, right? They called it one of the top 10 trades all time on Wall Street.
What did you do?
So I got all this stock from Yahoo. And everybody else thought the internet bubble was going to keep on going forever, right? I'm like, there's no way. And so I sold calls, bought puts, so I protected my stock. And so it went up in value some more and went up to where my hedge was and then cashed me out.
I see.
And
So
then the whole market cratered and I was protected.
when you cashed out, Yahoo went up a little bit more, and people said
Right.
to you, "Oh, aren't you sorry?
Well, exactly
Why
right.
didn't you hold on to it?" And you said, "I've got $2.5 billion.
Well, how much do you need, right? That's exactly.
And you didn't get greedy in a
Nope,
sense.
not at all.
I mean, you could have kept saying, "I'll stay in another day. I'll stay in another week." And if you had waited just a couple of weeks,
probably about 6 weeks, I would have been fucked.
Like, how badly fucked? You might have lost $1 billion?
Oh, more than that.
More?
Oh, yeah. No, Yahoo went from like $300 to like $5.
The guys, it went from what to what?
Like 300 to 5.
Wow, in the matter of weeks.
Yeah, probably over the course of a year, but it would have been impossible to really get out.
Right. And so some of the guys that were in business with you all got stock as well.
Yep.
Did some of them stay in too long and get tanked?
Yeah, I mean, I went to everybody that owned stock in the company. I said, do this.
Get out. I'm getting
Just
out
protect
now.
yourself, right? Protect yourself, right? And some of them did, but a lot of them didn't.
Wow.
They just got caught up, and there's some miserable friends that I have. And employees, like the guys who put in, I was just talking to my partner, Todd Wagner, just the other day, actually. The guys who put in $30,000 ended up with $30 million.
Wow.
And some of our employees who were there right at the beginning that we didn't have a lot of money, we gave them stock, 15, 20, 25 million, and a chunk of them just lost it all.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
what a
killer.
it's almost like you want to just kill yourself if something like that happens.
I couldn't even imagine.
Because you're worth $20 million one day.
And
That's
then
it.
nothing.
It's your ticket to freedom.
Nothing.
And then zero.
Nothing. You're searching
Somebody
for a
takes your
job.
ticket away.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you begged these guys. You said, look, even you were the major stockholder,
Yeah,
right?
I was the largest stockholder
were
by far.
Yeah. You hit $2.5 billion, and you said, hey, if I stay in, maybe I'll have $5 billion.
No, yeah. And
But
I told these guys, come on now, seriously?
After the $2.5 billion, after buying the Mavericks, after
Yeah.
blah, 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 what are you worth today now?
Probably more than 3 because I've made some good investments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wowie zowie.
It's crazy.
Look at you. And yet, like the rest of us, you can even get a cold. You haven't figured out how to conquer that.
I haven't conquered a lot of shit, man.
Shit, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It's crazy, isn't it? You know?
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one wife. That's it, huh?
Just one.
Prenup?
So far, he didn't get married
when
that
did you get
long
married?
ago.
I got married 10 years ago now.
And you did the prenup, of
Did
course.
the prenup, yeah. I mean, she's amazing, and she knew me before, right?
Right,
And she's
right.
younger, and she's great mom, great wife. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So when you become a billionaire, how do you know why people are approaching?
You know what? It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was.
Really?
Right? Because they all say the same thing. All the gold diggers say the same. I love to travel. I want to do charity work. Right?
She's super hot, your wife?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
I'm lucky. Hey, wait, I got to tell you one thing.
Tell me,
right?
yeah.
Shark Tank, right? So I come on as a guest shark. and I'm talking, I'm online, I'm tweeting, right? I'm like, someone says, you know what? Did you know that Howard Stern was tweeting during private parts?
Right.
And I'm like, what a great idea. And I'm like, has anybody done it during a TV show? No.
So do you do that now?
I did it during Shark Tank when I was a guest shark. The ratings, we immediately started trending.
Yeah.
The ratings started going up. Now they're like everybody on television tweets.
I was looking at Twitter when I first got an account. I said, well, what could I do with this thing? And my movie was playing just coincidentally. And I said to all the followers, hey, I'll tweet some hidden sort of behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
And it caught on. People liked that idea.
And I copied you, right?
Good.
And no lie, that had a lot to do with one of the first surges of Shark Tank in the second season.
Was the show a hit right away?
No.
It was not.
No, it was just mediocre, and then they changed up some things and brought me on as a guest shark.
What network are you, ABC?
ABC.
ABC,
yeah.
And was ABC close to canceling it?
I wasn't on the first season, so I didn't hear all the stories, but they replaced one of the guys and replaced him with me, so something had to change, right?
So do you feel you were the reason, the spark?
Yeah, I think I was part of the spark, absolutely.
Because you're lively on the show?
Yeah, I think I picked up, I mean, ABC, everybody says that, I raised the game for everybody else.
You get along with the rest of the judges?
Sometimes. Yeah, most of the time I do.
Do you think some of them are assholes?
Not so much assholes. It's just, like anything else, when you're there 12-hour days, 20 straight days, 25 straight days, everybody gets annoyed.
Yeah, you can get annoyed with each other.
Yeah,
and it weighs you down in a sense if you don't like the other
right,
judges.
So you've got to, so the camera comes on, you got to do your thing,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But then off screen, everybody's everybody.
Are there fights off screen?
No, we pretty much get along. It's more we're smart. We save it for on air, right? So when we're pissed at somebody, we save it for on air.
Wow, what a life! You got to see Mark Cuban on Shark Tank.
And I got to plug one thing. I'm doing a cameo tonight on Necessary Roughness, testing my acting skills. I'm not
really.
Yeah.
Now
tonight.
you're an actor.
Yeah. I like to try things, right?
Yeah. Well, you're certainly trying a lot. Don't miss Mark on the season finale of Necessary Roughness.
Yep.
And there you have it. And Richie Wilson just showed him the shittins.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Which we'll be selling in American Airlines Center.
What do you want to know, Ralph? Quickly for Mark Cuban.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Shark Tank is like one of my favorite shows. I think
Thanks,
it's a
Ralph.
great show. And it's funny, one of the things you mentioned tweeting, one of the things I love doing is tweeting during it. It's just fun and it gets you involved.
Yep.
What I love about the show, Howard, is like you learn a lot about business and everything. But the setup is you go in and you pitch to 4 different people. But Mark, I love you on the show. But what you do sometimes, which I hate, is like you bully people into a quick decision. Okay,
Hell yeah!
Because it's television.
I want to hear the pitch to everybody. That's why I'm going in there. I want to hear what Barbara's going to say.
Well, I want to win, right? If it's a good deal, I want to get the deal. I don't give a damn what Barbara or one of the other sharks has to say. So when someone comes in with a great company, then I've got to have my strategy to win the deal.
Right.
And that's part of it, learning how to negotiate.
All right,
yeah.
Ralph.
Well, you do learn a lot, and Tim made a classic mistake. He came in and overvalued his company.
He
$1 million for that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Ralphie boy. I know Ralph will be pitching you very soon.
I'm sure he will.
Very soon, Mark.
As soon as he comes up with something like shit. All right, Mike, go ahead. Quickly, last question for Mark. He's got a very busy life. He can't sit here with you all day. Go ahead, Mike. Mike's gone.
Good job, Mike.
All right. Enough with Mike. All right, I'll let you out of here. Great having you here.
Oh, man, I loved it, Howard. Hopefully you'll have me back.
And you are the man.
No, you're the man.
You're laughing, you're smiling, you're having a good time. And you prove that money can make you happy.
Hey, we're the luckiest guys in the world.
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck is right.
Do you ever yell at your father and say, "Look how easy it is to make money"? What the fuck was wrong with you?
Dad? My dad, I just say wherever you want to go. Yes.
Where did are your parents both alive?
Yes.
Do they work?
No, not anymore.
Did you retire them?
Oh yeah. My dad used to do upholstery on cars. So if you had like a rip in your car seat, you took it to my dad.
And what does it mean to retire them? You just gave them a bunch of dough and said, "Go enjoy your life."
No, he's got a credit card. He just goes wherever he wants.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever he wants to do. He's 86. He's still a party machine. Like, he's in Miami right now, and if you call him and it's 8 o'clock, he's drinking wine and loving life. But he told me the best line ever. He said, "Today's the youngest you're ever going to be. Live like it."
Did he ever? Is he divorced from your mom?
No,
they're together.
Sometimes, yeah. My mom likes to stay in Pittsburgh and go golf.
No kidding.
And my dad likes to travel.
So they dislike each other, and
What?
They get along. They just do their own thing,
they
right?
live their separate lives.
Yeah, they do
They're
their
not
own
going to
thing.
get divorced.
Right,
They stay
exactly,
together.
yeah.
Right. They're staying together for the sake of you.
Exactly.
Yeah, the children.
It's for the sake of the checkbook. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Do you ever say, "Why don't you two get a divorce and go just hang
Nah,
out?"
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You don't get involved.
No, he's 86 years old. Whatever he wants to do.
Do you ever say to your dad, "Hey, you spent a little too much money on the credit card"? Never.
Do you think he's
Is he-
buying women with his credit card?
I hope so.
Is he respectful of the credit card, though? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't see like a yacht
he's a
on
depression baby, right? So he's like, he freaks out. My mom the same way.
If your parents do get a divorce, which one will you go with? Which one will you?
Yeah, I'd probably live with my dad because he's buying those hot women, right?
You're a great advertisement for having children. I mean, you've retired both your parents, and they both have credit cards, right?
They put up with me all those years. They earned
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to do for your parents.
course.
You got brothers and sisters?
2 younger, and they both work for me.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And what do they make, $1 million a year?
No. They actually have to work for their money.
No kidding. What do they do for you?
My one brother manages my foundation,
Nice.
and my youngest brother is in sales for Magnolia Pictures and Access TV.
What does it mean to manage your foundation? What is that?
He does one foundation. It's called the Fallen Patriot Fund, and so I put up money when soldiers or service people who were injured or have problems coming back from any of the wars that we're in. Sometimes there's certain care they don't get, so I just put up the money for it.
And what does he do? He makes sure that the money goes to the
He
right
goes
place?
through the applications and makes sure we pay off their bills or do whatever they need. Yeah.
Is that a big job? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it
a
is,
lot of
because
job.
we don't go out and raise money for it. I just pay for it all myself. And
What does
so-
that cost you a year?
I don't even know. I
That's
don't
a
even
beautiful
look.
thing you're doing.
Yeah,
there.
it's just the right thing to do.
People go
Yeah.
fuck themselves if they criticize you.
Well,
You
that's,
know what I mean?
but I don't go out and promote it or anything. Yeah, I don't go out and promote it. Yeah.
No, okay, I understand. You're quiet about it.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Cuban, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Howard.
doing that for soldiers. That's beautiful. We'll be back right after these words. The great Mark Cuban. We'll be back right after this.
Tim. A bit of a fail today, Tim.
No, not a fail. Not a fail. That's just a bigger challenge. Watch this work.
You attempted to make lemonade, so to speak, out of a very
Chicken
sour
shit
situation.
out of chicken salad, or chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Have you officially let this incident go now that Mark has not endorsed your idea?
It's a bigger challenge now. Now it's a bigger challenge. Now watch this work.
Does this stem from the, all the flack you took for your unfortunate incident a few months ago? Are you trying to retool your image? Is this what this is about?
No, this is about taking advantage of an unfortunate situation.
Strictly capitalism.
Exactly.
Okay.
I quit.
Not green lit, but
not green lit, but it's a yellow light.
Exactly.
It's a yellow light. They didn't turn it down, and a multi-billionaire loved this idea.
Let me get a look at your shittens.
This is shittens.
Let me see.
See, and I basically sewed together 2 baby wipes in the form of a mitten, and it's super clean. It's biodegradable, and it's I think the perfect product for women who have children, or if you have butt problems. This is the perfect product.
And even on an unseasonably cold day, you can throw them on.
Exactly.
And they're warm.
If you're in the woods, you got to take a shit when you're camping. Pop on a shitten, wipe, throw it away, and your hands are clean.
What if you don't want to touch the subway rail handle?
Exactly.
For a germaphobe?
If you have to touch a whack pack member,
right,
you wear your shittens
and clean their hands at the same time.
The one thing I have to work on is the name. That's it. I have to think of something else besides shittens, but there's something there.
And some logistics, like distribution and manufacturing.
Exactly. Look, you can get let's just say if some celebrities can get clothing lines made in these third world countries, I can certainly get this made.
Shittens.
Shittens.
I like it.
Next time you see me, I'll be a wealthy man.
Will you remember us?
No. I'll remember you every time I wipe my ass.
Mark, a couple of, shall we say, interesting ideas or prototypes going on today.
Yeah, it was definitely Shark Tank and the Stern Show. Shittens, I mean, I think everybody needs one. I can tell when it's a hero or a zero, like Lori on the show says, and that was a hero. I mean, all across the world, no one will wipe their ass with a bare hand ever again. No one will ever wipe the baby's ass with a bare hand ever again. No more fecal matter anywhere. It'll be huge. Thank you. Now, the dude who brought me the idea, he was worthless.
Worthless. Just think, if you go hunting, that's the perfect thing for hunters. Wipe your ass. You have to use a leaf anymore, nothing. Wipe your ass and you're good.
Leaf-free pooping.
Exactly.
Who knew? No, it actually wasn't a bad idea. You should just see if there's anything out there like it.
There is stuff like it, but for computer wipes, nothing for the skin.
Well, yeah, seriously. I mean,
it's just one little change.
And here people, it'll be tough to get them to change habits, but I mean, just like for dads who don't know how to, change diapers, the dad protector or something like that.
Exactly.
It's not a. I mean, I don't know what the competition is, but it's not a horrible
They said
idea.
the same thing about Post-it. Who thought about putting glue on the back of a piece of paper, on the back of a notepad? And I'm just reinventing the wheel.
Why not, right? Why not
Somebody
check it
make a
out?
copy of this
And then
really
apply to
quick.
be on Shark Tank. Seriously. You should.
I will. I'll do it.
Hey, it's Mr. Skin. I'm here to do my 14th annual Anatomy Awards. I can't believe it's been 14 years, but I got to tell you, the list this year is fantastic, and I'm really excited to talk to Howard.
Wow, 14 years.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I've been doing this for 14 years is one thing. The fact that it's so much fun is another, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this. But really looking forward to seeing Howard today.
Well, we look forward to it, Mr. Skin. I like to say personally, I feel like a kid again, like I was an 18-year-old first discovering your website.
Well, cool. Well, you're going to discover some really cool nudity today because I don't think you know a lot about these scenes, so it should be a lot of fun.
Very skinformative. I tried to think of a new word before you came in today.
Skintastic, skinformative.
Existential.
I've never used that one and probably never will.
That's a bit of a reach.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck in there today.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Howard, I've never seen a guy run a website better, and I'll tell you why in a second. He sends out an email. I get an email from him every other day. He does, it'll be like Mr. Skin's best cheerleader scenes. Mr. Skin's best, like he just groups them in, and sometimes I go, that looks interesting, and I click on it, but he, and then when you go to the site, it's really well put together. Like when you go there, it's easy to navigate. I told Don when we were putting our site together that they should look at it as a model for the way you can move from A to B to C.
Yeah.
It's really well run, and I love looking at it.
Great job.
Mr. Skin's here. He's going to give us a nice little update. The Skinatomy Awards are coming up. And this is the 14th annual Anatomy Awards. And Mr. Skin's a great guy. He says business is up 25% when other companies are down. I wonder if Mr. Skin will ever go public.
Is it like a depression kind of business? The worse things get, the better his business is?
Mr. Skin, in a world where pornography is actually hurting because so much of it is free on the internet, how is it that you're thriving, really? What's going on?
I think it's a combination of things. It's how we package it, too, You could find nudity of actresses on the internet, but we have fun with it. We have playlists. We have compilation stuff.
When you say business is up 25% at MrSkin.com, you mean that it's a subscription business. Your annual report came out. And
do they have an annual report?
At our shareholder meeting.
Will you ever go public?
Pubic? Well, we will always stay private, and that's the way it's going to be. I mean, we can't go public, obviously.
Why? Why can't you?
It's just...
It's too silly?
It's too much work, to be honest. This is so much fun. I don't want to get into trying to
But you're not afraid of work. In fact, Gary has said to me privately that he thinks MrSkin.com is the best-run website he's ever seen. He says he gets regular email blasts about, like I don't know what he was saying. Something new came out.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington's in a movie and the chick's naked, and you immediately get them an email blast, and this is for all your customers. They get updated. I got to get on this website. And he says,
"How are you behind?"
I don't know. And then he says, I don't know why I can't get my website. Would you be available to run my website? Because seriously, he says, then you go on, and it's so easy to find everything.
Right.
And that you can immediately, take a drink of water. You're all dry mouth. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck your problem is. It's probably from being a pervert.
Yeah.
And nervous. And
The light is on.
Yeah, it's probably from coming out of your basement.
I'm not used to the light.
How old are you now?
I just turned 50.
I mean,
What?
Jesus
And you're
Christ.
still a perv.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a guy who literally started a business. How many years ago?
It wasn't a business.
I launched it on August 10th of 1999.
He launched the business in 1999, and he was basically taking clips from movies and saying, "Here's the good parts."
Yeah.
Here's the
Well, you were
dirty
saying,
parts.
what Gary was saying. We really I have an amazing team that works for me. I mean, I have guys whose full-time job is just to go through movies and look for nude scenes, or go through TV shows and look for nude scenes. Plus the technology people, the customer service. They love the job, and it shows obviously with
How
the
many
website.
people
What kind of customer service?
Yeah, how many people are in your customer service department?
We have 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
And what
kidding.
do they do? What do people call about?
we get 9 million visitors a month to the website.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and that hits, Howard. People, 1, 2,
Yeah.
it's a lot of people, and
Yeah.
you need to be able, if someone has a problem, an issue, they can't figure out, they forgot their password, you have to right away be able to.
And you don't outsource that to India? Like, hello, this is MrSkin.com. What can I do for you?
I have my sister's one of the customer service people.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Would we ever see her nude?
I don't think so. Yeah, she's
what
got
is it,
little
Gary?
kids.
There's not a subject or category that he can't narrowcast. Like, I'll get an email the other day. It was just best scenes with teachers, right? So it's like teacher-student scenes. So, and then there's like 30 of them in a row.
Right.
But then they start to, I can't remember what you've done recently, but they just get, best cheerleaders, best black cheerleaders. It's just like he just keeps, and then, so if I see something, I just click it and I open it.
Howard.